She's got her hair tied up in braids and glasses perched up on her face. She is a small girl taking on a big world with the invention she made. And though her plans may go awry, she's gonna get back up and try. Gonna be a shiny star, she's going for Betty. She fills her days with pop songs and experiments, poring over cheap music and blueprints. Penny longs to become the best singer scientist in the whole universe. Trial and error fused with ingenuity, then needs a bundle of joyous positivity.
Thinker, dreamer to the core. Singer, mechanic, she's a little more.
Here comes the spotlight, it's what you've been reaching for. Not every song she sings will be in tune. Not even when she aims for the high note. She will stand up proud and sing out loud for you, 'cause it's true. That's Penny through and Chords off is where she goes to. Picks up contractions old and new. This was her favorite, here you can try it. She made it for you. Whenever something falls apart, it's nothing Penny can jumpstart. Everything she fixes is a gift straight from the heart. And every time that goes all wrong becomes a line in her life song. She will try harder, she will sing louder. Now let's all sing along. All our mistakes from yesterday become new smiles today. She's got her hair tied up in braids and glasses perched up on her face. She is a small girl taking on a big world with the invention she made. And though her plans may go awry, she's gonna get back up and try. Gonna be a shining star, she's going for Betty.
Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry, I did not test my mic before I went live. My mic didn't turn on. There we go. Everything's good. I hope you guys didn't hear the mic for a moment there. Hey Zeno, hey Dennis.
No. I actually did make it today.
Oh, there you are.
Boo.
Hey Bell. Uh-oh. Hang on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Still
They're
the
gonna
wrong
work
one.
this time. It is. Cool.
I have too many of these things up.
Also, what the fuck is your name in Discord?
Carlax armrest. I was about to comment on that, but then I noticed my mic wasn't reacting because my mic wasn't on.
Jesus Christ, man.
Who is that exactly?
Carlac is the big buff tiefling woman from Baldur's Gate 3.
That's fair.
Uh-oh. So, Fry won the sneak peek and Shiver won the halftime.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be a fucking free-for-all.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is a team
It's gonna
game.
be a big man sweep.
Well, Big Man's not suffering from success this time.
He's just suffering from suck.
Would this imply that he's Coward's persona?
He's what?
What?
DJ Khaled's persona.
Oh,
That he was suffering from us.
right.
Oh, that's him. Go Robert Mueller and the rule of law.
Yeah, I saw that one
My
too.
God.
You know what?
The crafting signs are on Splatoon.
That's gonna be a fresh right there.
Do you think Big Man performs oral sex on his wife?
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
I don't think the DJ Khaled comparison fits.
No, it does not.
Hello.
Since
Here,
you joined
hold
the
on,
call now instead of like 30 seconds ago.
Yes, I asked if everybody thought that Big Man performed oral sex on his wife.
No.
Because one of them compared him to DJ Khaled because
There's actually a
We are-
meme mimicking that.
it's not a meme. It was actually like a. Wait, what? The fuck
There's
you
a
talking
meme
about?
of a big man suffering from
Big
success.
man.
Oh, who the fuck is Big Man?
Okay. So,
Your
with
team-
Simki
yeah, your
joining,
team
we
did
have a
that, okay.
slight situation. There's only room for 4 people in the squad, and I never
No, we don't.
coordinated
You're
with which
sitting out
4
this
were
one.
going to join, so y'all better get in now.
So you'll just be sitting out this one before I can take
No,
over.
no, that's not how it works. All right,
Lobby
Dennis and
stream,
Simki,
baby.
You get to fight to who gets 4th. Who's it gonna be?
Considering I'm in the starting cutscene, I think Dennis wins.
That depends on if Dennis is in game yet.
I am in game.
Who's it gonna be? Oh, that's something I should stream at some point. Iggy's Wrecking Balls.
Is that on NSO?
No.
Damn it.
The company that owned it was Acclaim, and they've been out of business for God knows how long. Oh, Simki made it in.
Whoop. Well,
SMH.
With Dennis.
I just
Didn't any of
trade
you
out
guys have
every once in a while
boosts?
for people.
Got what?
Do any of you have boosts active?
I have the double EXP active.
I don't think I
Anybody
have
else?
anything active.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
don't think I have anything.
I'm
either.
gonna activate a cash one.
Okay.
Alright.
So, you know, this actually works out fine because when we have to, or when Zeno inevitably has to bug out at 8, Dennis can join.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Zeno has to bug out at 9, he can stay out.
I was actually thinking that, so.
Oh, alright.
For the record, I did not laugh.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Didn't laugh.
Yeah,
Why is one of the enemy teammates named Macaque?
because he's a funky
Who
monkey.
knows?
Funky.
What a name. All my names are... Splatoon and TF2 names are still just really cursed most of the time.
There's actually a
Oh, yeah.
significant amount of overlap in the two fandoms from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But
'Cause they're all
TF2 names
children.
would just be your Steam name, though.
True, but I mean, I think people change it just for TF2.
See, the thing is, though, with
Such a
TF2,
concept
even-
is foreign to Dennis because he's never changed his name.
That is true. It's
That's
been Paul
actually-
is Dead on
actually
Steam
true.
since we were in high school with the exact same profile picture since we were in high school.
That's correct.
Dennis does not need to change his name.
Yeah, it's
However,
always
when
led to
you
a lot
change
of
your name for
awkward
TF2,
moments
People did.
online because, like, do I call him Paul?
Yes. That's my name.
Do you,
Legally changing it to Paul McCartney.
do you remember the guy who got angry with you on Steam once because he insisted that Paul wasn't dead?
Probably. I could see that being a thing.
I swear that it happened at least twice.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They have a beacon right in front of you, Xeno. It's, I guess, on the other level.
It's like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
dude. This is a name
Oh,
Not a
fuck.
beacon.
based off a thing interest that I had when I was like 13, and I'm just like,
Is there
You
someone
can
in our
update
base?
it to your furry interests and your furry name.
That is also Paul.
no,
Do it.
yeah, that's correct. It's also
It's also Paul.
There's no escaping Paul.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
I'm Paul.
Spike, I'm gonna jump to you.
Alright. Don't worry, there's nobody near me.
Yay. There is somebody below us.
Soda!
Obama.
Jackass.
That's
they have
not
a
where I wanted to put
beacon
that, but that actually works.
Out in front of our base. BT dubs.
Ow.
I'm
Ow.
continuing with the NES collection. I got a few more NES games today.
Oh, nice. I finally
Excite
ordered the
Bike,
Walkman,
Rabbit.
and then Sony charged me an extra $8 after I ordered it.
Well, you got
Oh.
owned.
Nice. Yeah,
The
I got
Sony
Excite
tax.
Bike, Rad Racer, and RC Pro Aim.
RC Pro Aim, isn't that what Diddy Kong Racing was at one point tied to?
I think so. It was made by Rare.
Yeah, because I
All three of
seem to
them are
remember
pretty good.
Diddy Kong Racing was supposed to be a new RC Pro Am game, and development wasn't going well. Miyamoto visited the office and suggested, why not make it a Diddy Kong game?
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, all three of them are pretty good, although Rad Racer is extremely strict on the time limit it gives you.
Wasn't Rad Racer a Square game?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I
It's a
played it on
Square
emulator
Outrun
years
ripoff.
ago, and I remember kind of enjoying it.
Yeah, I think it's good. It also has a weird 3D mode for the red and teal 3D glasses.
Yeah, which is pretty unusual for its time.
It's kind of unusual in general.
True.
Yeah, I accidentally hit select while I was like, why is it this now? I'll have to try that out sometime. I just don't have any of those 3D glasses lying around, because usually
Yeah.
there's shitty cardboard ones.
There was a Cartoon Network show that did not last more than a few episodes called Problem Solvers,
Oh, God,
which has
that
got to be the worst Cartoon Network show I think I've ever seen. It was
one.
hideous
Honestly,
to
one of the
look
worst
at.
shows.
It wasn't funny, but the only reason why I remember it is one of the only episodes that ever aired was a video game themed episode, and of all things, there was a reference to Rad Racer with a game called Rogue Racer. It looked exactly like Rad Racer.
I've never heard of this
Weird
show.
thing to reference, considering nobody remembers Rad Racer.
When
Yeah.
did this show air?
Oh god. It,
The 2000s, I think, like late 2000s.
yeah,
Oh,
I was
that
in,
explains
I had transferred to a different grade school at the time, so that had to have been between 2008 and 2009.
I remember seeing it when I was a kid and just being like, thinking in my head, just, what is this?
I was an older kid by the time I watched it, and I genuinely questioned what the fuck they were doing, because it wasn't funny, and it was absolutely hideous to look at.
Yeah. It's like, there's an art style that's kind of like LSD looking, and then there's whatever the hell is going on with that.
Yeah, that was like a bad trip, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, we got someone in the back.
Well, you know what they
Still
say.
bound.
If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
That was true. They should have just had Walter White do the Boogie With Me Jesse routine. And that would have been a better show than Problem
Oh, shit.
Solvers.
Oh!
Just what if
I got him.
it was called difficult? Just ow.
Soda!
Don't worry, I think I avenged you. Astronico, my space cousin.
Nico, it's your cousin. Why don't you take me?
Spike,
for-
stay there. I'm gonna jump to you.
Alright. I'll do this. That didn't
Well then.
do what I wanted it to. Oh, I got him! I
Another
still got
happy
him.
landing.
Nice.
Oh, whoops. Oh shit. There's a Kraken coming up behind you guys. Well, Xeno now, I think.
And he completely missed me.
Good for him.
He fucking went through me and somehow missed.
That's the Kraken for you. They fucking nerfed it.
Oh, one of them
Yeah.
left.
Oh,
Oh,
bully!
bully the children.
I don't know. I mean, we've been kind of even with these guys. They might not just be little babies.
And they were in danger the whole time.
No, they weren't.
Basically the whole match, yeah, actually. They're still in
much,
danger,
yeah.
so we won.
Yeah. I just don't think they were covering much. I just think they were using ink to move mainly.
No, their base was actually fairly well covered. It's just we kind of held control of the middle ground for so fucking long, and they never broke through.
I see. Oh, hi, Emma.
That
What are you doing
kitty.
over there, kitty?
But
Yeah. He's just
That's
lounging.
my kitty cat.
Woo, I level looted my catalog.
Level out.
Do you think
And
Big
speaking-
Man's gonna win the Splatfest?
At this point, I don't know. He's got some stiff competition.
yeah, I honestly have no idea.
I was playing a little bit before stream. I actually got my 2 level ups, which was pretty nice.
Hey.
It was mostly against Fry teams, and my team lost quite a few of them. We won against every Shiver team, though.
Interesting.
I'm actually surprised at how even it. John
On
Lemon.
Lemon.
Tax
Activator? What the fuck?
Gauntlet, Candy Queen.
I'm also wondering if they're gonna pull the whole like band breakup thing.
Probably
After
not,
this.
because it's not the end of the game yet.
Or is it?
Sure, but you never fucking know. They could do it in the middle.
True. I doubt it, personally, unless it's going to tie into side order.
The deep cut Civil
Yeah.
War. This time the guns are real.
Shiver found a Glock.
Oh god.
There's no safety on a Glock.
That's true.
I don't think they have like traditional safeties. I'm not 100% sure with how they work, but yes.
I'm not sure either.
I don't know anything about guns. I don't like guns.
I do.
But I mostly know things about guns that are like pre-2000s. Mostly World War II and
Wow, I
Cold
almost
War.
got 3 fucking people with that.
World War One.
I like how Tax Evader and Gauntlet didn't see the fucking Booyah Bomb that I threw right between them.
So he was too busy evading taxes to evade your Booyah Bomb.
Interesting, they're
commits
afraid of the
tax
Inkstorm.
Huh.
I used an Inkstorm literally straight up their base, and they backed up from it and went all the way back up their base.
Cowards.
Weird.
No.
Most people just try and go through the Inkstorm and get killed as a result.
Yeah.
Oh, we're dealing with professionals then.
I like how the dude in the crab tank didn't even notice me behind them,
Never mind.
so they just let me fucking murk them.
Did you hit his weak point for massive damage?
I got his weak point for massive damage.
Good.
Oh my god, how did I not kill that person? God damn it.
I love like rewatching that E3 and just watching like crowd reactions of just silence to like everything they did.
I actually want to do an E3 meme stream at some point where I watch some of the best and worst moments from E3 and react with you guys.
Yeah, because like that whole Sony presentation was a mess. Because it was like everyone was really excited when they announced the PS3, and then they started getting into it, and everyone was just kind of like, "Oh,
More like the lame Station 3. What a shitload of fuck.
One of the first E3s has one of my favorite Nintendo moments in it, where Miyamoto and Bill Trindon were doing some kind of Q&A. And a guy goes up to the mic and asks a question in Japanese, and he asks the whole question. Bill and Miyamoto just look at each other. Miyamoto says something to Bill, and Bill says into the mic, "That was the worst Japanese I've ever heard."
Then he pulled the gun and shot that guy in the fucking head.
Yeah, it was so wild.
Jesus.
I can't believe they just allowed that.
yeah."
He shot him with a flare
Miyamoto
gun
was
and
just
he
like-
burned to death on
Miyamoto was
stage.
really just like,
We're in the
insult
crowd
this
where he
man in
really was.
particular for me.
Also, the bottom of an Avatar's shoe and the Peggle 2 moments just live rent-free in my head.
Peggle 2.
Dun
Silence.
dun 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 dun.
So there's just nothing else other than the music. Just the crowd sitting there.
Yeah, E3 proves that silence is extremely loud.
What happened
Yeah.
to that guy?
He
The Peggle
probably
2
got
guy.
fired.
They probably
I mean,
took him up
I
behind
think
the
PopCap
shed.
isn't doing very well anymore. I don't think. I'm guessing he's probably not around.
I still
Oh.
want to know what happened to that one poor translator for Nintendo.
That wasn't E3 though, that was the Switch reveal.
That is true. I still want to know what happened to him.
He did actually
guy.
get fired, and Suda51 felt so bad about it, he bought him dinner. And
He was
tried to help him
poisoned,
get
though.
another translation job.
We executed.
I mean, from hearing what happened, I understand why he had issues concerning he's going off script.
They shot him with the bullet bill.
Suda51 completely went off script, and the poor
Which
translator
translating
wasn't
something-
fluent enough in Japanese to be able to cover it. So Bill
Yeah,
had to take
actively
over.
translating requires a lot of skill.
Yeah, and Suda51 was like mortified about it because he genuinely got a dude fired on accident.
They
Yeah.
they got Robin Atkin Downs to dress up like Travis Touchdown, and make the kicking off motion with an sword, and then translate.
But
Definitely what happened.
Another great E3 moment was when Miyamoto was showing off Skyward Sword and the motion controls glitched out, and he just said, "Oh, that's not supposed to happen."
Yeah.
oh my god,
There's
he's
also
the original me.
classic Reggie moments with "My body is ready" and "I like French food." My favorite E3 moment ever was when they showed off the 3DS and they had that CG trailer showing off all the 3D effects of the 3DS. And it ended with Iwata and I think Miyamoto getting sucked into the 3DS and being chased by Bowser. Reggie picks up the 3DS and starts laughing at them, only for Bowser to come out and breathe fire on him. And then they come out on stage and Reggie is up there burnt to a crisp. He had makeup and everything. That is
Amazing.
just one of my favorite moments of E3 ever. Probably my most favorite. That was when E3 could be good. Normally E3 is terrible because it's a bunch of CEOs embarrassing themselves.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable why E3 ended up ending, because besides COVID, all the companies kind of realized, wait, it's just easier if we do everything on our own.
Yeah, and Ubisoft's E3s were always pretty terrible, especially because as much as I adore Aisha Tyler as an actress, she is a horrible presenter.
Girl would.
She was painfully unfunny when she was presenting, and most of the time just felt insulting.
Hey, let's make a meme, okay?
I kind of miss like the ultra cringe conferences. I also don't, but like
I get exactly how you feel. It's funny to make fun of them,
There's-
but I feel embarrassed for them sometimes.
I miss being able to buy
I
an
saw-
Ubisoft game with an overwhelming sense of guilt.
Yeah.
pretty much, pretty much.
Just kidding, they don't really
Uh,
make anything I want anymore. Bullet it.
They make a few things that are like, unfortunately. Rayman, Beyond Good and
I do
Evil,
at least-
Prince of Persia.
I don't
Well,
think
the bad
either
news
of
is
those
they haven't
count.
released a Rayman game in the past like 5 years.
True.
I do get to enjoy the fact that they still continue to do those like fake multiplayer matches, and everyone plays very badly in them, like very consistently. They have
Oh
like
yeah.
the fake like whenever they show a multiplayer game,
Are you
fake
thinking
squad
of the very
dialogue.
specific Tom Clancy one that one year where a dude missed a
The
very
Siege.
easy shot at the very end just so they could show a bad
That was-
ending?
It was Siege, and
Yeah.
the person playing was missing like 75% of their shots,
I remember that, and they had a
Oh.
big, like,
or shooting
dramatic,
into a bulletproof
slow
sheet
miss
over and over.
at the end. I remember that.
Like, yeah, the Siege one is their most like iconically bad, but they pretty consistently like they've done that for the Division also. The Division they have like the fake like squad banter, where it's like no one's anything like that when they're playing a game.
No
and-
one is going to be taking it seriously. There's going to be a lot more racial slurs, a lot more homophobic slurs, and one person is blasting music with the worst microphone you've ever heard in your life.
But none of that happens
Yeah.
here, so maybe they have something going for them.
That is
Yeah,
true. I
Oh
just meant
God,
a
it's
general
Timothy.
lobby, not us, because we're actually normal.
Name,
Well, usually,
name,
I mean,
name a single about video that we're playing.
wait, what? Say
What?
that again.
Name a time where we've actually talked about the video game playing, like the people in the Ubisoft gameplay showcases, versus the times we just talk about everything except the video game we're playing.
Yeah, I
This
mean, like,
time.
whenever we stream Mario Kart, we almost never actually talk about what's going on in Mario Kart. I mean, we're hardly even doing that
There's
right
not much
now.
left to say about Mario Kart. Like, 8.
Okay, well, the last time we
Like,
did
ooh, this track's good.
Salmon Run.
Oh, that's true. You
Ow.
have to
Oh,
coordinate
yeah.
a little more for that one.
And I mean, we do kind of do it with Left 4 Dead 2. Where we actually pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, you also can. You gotta coordinate a lot.
Once
in
again,
that.
I am
Go in
proven
and out of
right.
the banter for
I am
Left 4 Dead 2,
always
'cause-
correct. And don't you
It
ever
depends on the
forget it.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we'll be talking about random stuff and then suddenly go, like, be really coordinated and then go back to the conversation like nothing changed.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
Jimothy again. Is this the same Jimothy?
Listen, Jimothy is a very common name. You can't just assume they're all the same person.
It is not a common name.
Yes, it is.
Timothy is not very good. Just saying.
Wow. You insult his name and now you insult his skills. You are
I am
cruel.
absolutely insulting his skills. He sucks.
Wow.
Spike, did you survive?
No.
Skill issue.
So,
Shut the fuck up.
I gave my life to save you and you didn't even have the courtesy to not die. I'm
Geif?
never sacrificing
This
myself
guy's name
again.
is Geif?
There goes Timothy again.
Jimothy. Present. Ow.
I understood that reference.
It's a good reference. You got him. That's the important thing, Val.
But that was a different person.
True, but you still got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And I got Jimothy. He got me too, however, the important thing is I got him. It's not about winning, it's about sending a message.
I think this guy already gets the message because, you know, no skills.
The
With the
Andori
Z.
issue.
Can you speak American, please?
I will make it. Half of American words are just stolen from other cultures, anyways.
Half? Are you sure? Are you sure it's just half? Are you sure
Being
it's
generous.
just half?
I'm being
being generous.
Oh, speaking of Dandori issue, though, my ADHD meds are back in stock, and I'll be getting them on Monday.
Hey.
I'm proud of you.
Well, I'm happy because the short, instead of going, like, 2.5 weeks without them, I'm only going, like, less than a week, like, about 5 days.
That's good.
Yeah. Also, the fucking gaslighting actually did kind of work.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Basically. I just gaslit myself into thinking that I was going to do stuff in Animal Crossing and made sure I never did it, so that way I could focus on other things. Because the thing about ADHD is it's very hard to focus on the thing you're actually supposed to be doing, so one way to weaponize it is to trick yourself into thinking something you don't want to do is what you have to do, so you focus on all the things you want to do, so you don't do the thing you don't have to do. Anyone who can keep up with that line of logic has ADHD.
Yep.
Sorry, I stopped listening. What was that?
Exactly.
You think we should coordinate outfits? Because,
Uh,
I don't really feel the synergy here, you know?
we could. We'd only need to coordinate 2 outfits. I mean, 2 pieces of clothing is what I meant.
Yeah.
No, you said 2 fits. I distinctly heard you.
How dare you speak words?
Are you trying to gaslight us?
Yes.
There's always those boots and whatever that.
The apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. Y'all didn't have to
Shut
go
up.
silent for that, okay?
Yes, we did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't finish the line. Come on now.
You could have finished
I was
it.
also making. I was also
No.
making sure my parents' car
Don't
was
worry,
still
Zeno,
deleted
I
from my
avenged you.
Bluetooth so that it didn't get stolen again.
Is that
Stolen
about getting
goods.
stolen again?
My
Stolen
Bluetooth
goods.
connection getting stolen again. My parents are getting in their car, so I had to check if the Bluetooth was still deleted.
If the Bluetooth was still toothing.
The Bluetooth was- Yeah, I'm sure if I just walk straight into the fucking Splash-O-Matic, that'll be fine.
Hammer
Maybe you
fight!
should walk gay into it.
What if that's what they want, though? For me to walk gay into it. Someone
know-
actually using Hero Shot replica. Okay.
It's not about what they want. It's about what you want.
Exactly. If we're being
Oh.
enthusiastic.
God, he almost shot me.
I wonder if this Vash is a stampede.
What?
I threw out some soda before I exploded.
Vash the Stampede is the protagonist of the anime Trigun, which is one of my favorite anime.
He wiped
And I
out.
wish I could have finished it before Netflix removed it.
Netflix moment.
Yep.
More like not flicks.
More like Netflix.
Mm.
Ow. More like the
they're,
hero shit replica.
Oh,
Ha ha ha.
Oh God, that's a stamper.
come on, turn around, you bitch.
Thanks for my Christian Minecraft stream. I can't even say the word.
Fuck you.
Were you about to say Christian Minecraft YouTuber?
I was gonna say server, actually, I think. Maybe I was going to say YouTube. I don't actually know what's going on with me right now. I'm just kind of here.
Well,
Like,
there's
is
nothing wrong with
existing in the
me.
general vicinity. Stamper!
Also, I thought I had escaped the Minecraft YouTuber curse, and then like a few days ago, another Minecraft YouTuber thing started trending.
Oh,
Are you
The ride
someone
never
got
ends,
canceled
dude.
again. Which Minecraft YouTuber from the 2010s got canceled this time?
Oh no, it's the current one. It's one of the fucking SMP things.
Uh,
Oh God, wait. 3 of them were wearing the same thing.
When's the
Alright, so are we coordinating outfits?
Sure.
yeah, it's good.
Sure.
Do you want to back
What do
out and
you-
coordinate this, or do you want to just continue and coordinate?
Let's just continue.
Speed coordinate.
All right.
I think we have those high
Uh,
tops together. Or they were the punks.
I'm wearing the Punk Knights right now. If you guys have those.
Yeah, I have the punk knights.
I do. I have to find them.
I have no idea if I have them. I have the punk pinks.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the one we all shared.
I think we. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the pinks then.
I have to go all the way back. There's things. And hat. What do we do for hat?
Oh god, we have 6 seconds.
I'm doing Takaroka mesh.
The fuck is that?
I have no idea what you just said.
But the
I
Takaroka
didn't have
mesh.
enough time.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're
We
all
can
wearing
coordinate
shoes.
the second part after this match.
Yeah.
I don't know if I. Is that a default thing? Because I don't know if I have that.
No, it's not, but it's a very common piece of gear. It's just a trucker cap.
Okay.
I
Well.
don't know if I have it.
I don't know if I do either.
Okay. Because I think I have every clothing item in the game aside from the bear hat ears.
If anything, we could just go with the pearlescent hat that I'm wearing from like the first salmon run. I
Yeah,
think.
because I think we all have that.
Yeah, we should all have that.
Yo, it's Ganondorf.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you found my alt.
We fucking Ganon today.
I want that mediocre twink obliterated. I don't know what I said there. I'm slurring my speech and I'm not even drunk. I'm just full of hash. I had breakfast for supper because I wanted food. And I wanted
Let's
breakfast.
see.
More like hashish.
Sure, I don't know what that means.
Okay. Tell you when you're older.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, and apparently not old enough.
I'm older than you! Oh my god, it's FNAF.
Listen, if you have to ask, you'll never know.
Well then I'll just look it up. Assuming I can spell it.
Okay, well, let me know if you do. Help!
Yeah, any of you guys tried the Payday 3 beta?
No,
No, I forgot about
Oh.
it.
I
It's bad.
genuinely didn't care.
It's what?
The Payday 3's beta, at least, is really bad.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
that
that's on brand.
Beta was bad.
Yeah, like, this one is clearly the game is unfinished and it's 2 weeks from release.
It's just
Yeah,
no big
that's
deal.
I fell off.
Wow, you hear
That's
that?
very
Rogue
overkill,
Spike
and
totally fell off.
somehow that doesn't. They were the game. I
Ow.
sat through the
Watch
slow
it.
growth of Payday becoming a good game, so
Oh god, a Clash Blaster.
Doesn't everyone
Yeah, like,
hate Payday now?
just-
no.
I mean,
Payday
no,
Payday
it's
2 is still
great.
good.
Well,
Yeah, Payday 3's main, like, so far, I only played a few matches of the beta before I deleted it, but, most of the options in the options menu for keybinds were missing text and just said missing string entry,
Jesus
because I
Christ.
forgot to put text on them. The game's actual executable is still called Shooter Game from the default Unreal template.
Ha!
They forgot to
That's-
change the fucking template's name. As well as that, the game itself is just really poorly optimized, and a lot of the textures are really blurry and shaky for some reason.
That's on brand.
For some reason, the motion blur also is affecting the frame rate.
Nah, that's also on brand too. I remember motion blur and the field affecting my frame rate too much in Payday 2.
Yeah, it's happening again in Payday 3.
I always turn both of those off.
I'm so glad that they've learned nothing over the past 10 years.
All of the cops have 8K textures for some reason, as well.
Don't you
So
love
they-
how Unreal Engine games come out nowadays with so many default of like particle effects and textures and whatnot?
Yeah, the game is pretty clearly just being completely based on Unreal template, to the point where it's barely even Payday anymore.
Whoa,
They
did you
removed
just say the
melee
game
weapons,
is
too.
based?
Based
Yeah, they
on
removed
what?
melee weapons too. It takes like 25 punches to kill a default cop. On normal.
Hey, Cab.
Wow.
Cowards should make it take 1.
Make it take 0. The cop just faints the moment he sees you throw a punch.
It's so they can sell melee weapon DLC like they did for Payday 2.
See,
Probably.
if the
I think
game
they
was in
should.
any way accurate, the cops would stand outside of the bank waiting for the burglars to kill all the kids inside before they come in. Then it
Okay,
would
I
be
don't
accurate.
have that hat you were talking about.
So, oh god, I forgot to continue.
Oh, same.
Well, I hate
Distracted
you
by the
guys.
payday.
I quit.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
yeah,
was-
the
What was the hat though that we were gonna use?
The
pearlescent one.
Be
dream cap,
Bream.
green cap. That was it.
Green cap, yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
no. Fuck, I don't know.
It was the brain cap.
Like,
It's the one Xeno's wearing.
Well, he,
Okay,
The Back
I
to
don't-
the Future one. From
I
the
don't know
first
where Xeno
Xeno
is.
run.
Dr. Breen cap.
it's called the brain cap. It's pearlescent. It's what someone, or I think it was Marty, wore in Back to the Future Part 2. It's the
Okay.
future cap.
look, I haven't seen that movie.
Neither have I.
I hate you.
Same.
See, it's the one Xeno's wearing. You can see there.
Oh, that. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I thought.
Spooderman.
If
Wooderman!
Let's squash this bug.
Spoders should
I mean-
be guided.
Yeah, this also is pretty on brand for Overkill to release a terrible game, considering Overkill's The Walking Dead was so bad they fucking canceled it after the beta.
That plus their failed VR venture basically tanked the company. So
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How did you fall?
they're actually very lucky
I
that
jumped.
Payday 2 was such a cash cow that they died.
Yeah. Also, from what I can tell, Payday 3 is not even being made by the same dev team that did Payday 2.
Oh no, they all left. A bunch of them jumped ship.
Yeah.
They're on
They
So,
left to make
Payday 3 is not
GTFO, I
even-
believe, actually.
Ah, that would explain why that game's good.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I would totally get that game if you guys want to get it.
I've been wanting to get it, so I'd be down as well.
I hate video games.
Yeah, I watched Markiplier play it, and it actually looks like a really, really good co-op game.
Yeah, I'd be
it's not
down.
fine when I googled Payday 3 and one of the first articles updated by like top stories is Escapist Magazine's article on how to get better FPS in Payday 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Fuck
a good
yeah.
sign.
That's a
Escape
like
is
fucking
still
great
around.
sign for a brand new game coming out in the year of our Lord 2023.
Yo, where's Gollum? Is Gollum in Payday 3?
Gollum has
Oh,
won
that's
the argument.
That's DLC.
He's
I
a
can't wait
grenade.
for
You can just throw him at
Gollum to
somebody.
be added to Payday 3.
Fucking choke him out.
He just fucking throws rocks at people.
Take a look at their base
All
right
those
now.
special
He's
enemies.
functionally a cluster bomb.
Zeno, that's our base.
Wait, this is our base? What the fuck?
No, I'm joking because it's covered.
Oh,
It was when
Like,
before
I
he died.
single-handedly covered this.
Oh, they lost the player.
R-U-Surus.
Oh,
Or R-U-J-K.
oh, I think I made that guy rage quit.
Are you BR? Pape.
No. I am gamer.
You're gay?
Mer.
Gay?
Mer gay?
Oh god.
Mergol.
Ow.
Murder.
Roller.
Here it is. No.
By the gods, there's a psychopath on the loose.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, they also made some really like random changes to some of the enemies in Payday 3. Like cloakers are now just chlorine bomb suiciders.
Well based.
Whenever you shoot them, they just fucking detonate into green gas for some reason.
One thing I did hear that was a complaint from like early was like indicators that were sort of commonplace in the previous game like weren't. So like a lot of stuff seems kind of happen. Mainly cores not having a very noticeable like who they're approaching or in like area. So you can just
Yeah.
basically go into like staircase or a hallway, turn a corner, and boom, there's a cloak right here that just kind of insta downs you because they're just right there.
Yeah.
versus
They also-
versus
Brain cap, by the way,
stuff
brain
like
cap.
telltale signs that are
Yep.
around and being aware of them existing.
They also made it so
Halo's
that
in there,
normal,
by the way.
like, normal cops in the game can't actually, like, rescue hostages. It has to be specifically the hostage rescue team.
Yay, we won a thing. A 10 times
So
battle.
normal cops will completely ignore the existence of hostages.
You know, that I'm actually sort of with on a gameplay stand because, wow, it was annoying. It would just all be pulling away, like, instantly.
So you can actually flip your brain cap and wear it backwards.
Like, I would always find that reason to do that in be either A, to maintain stealth, or B, getting as many as possible the stable stealth so that you delay, like, first assault, and, like, that's about it. Because by the time the first assault happens, you really don't have time to pay attention, actually coordinate keeping anyone in the air. Because since every enemy can just escort them away, it's, well, okay, I ain't keeping track of the random 10 NPCs that we have tied up. So it's actually
it's
kind of
annoying.
a change, that dedicated group that goes in for it now.
I guess the main downside to it is the cops completely ignore the hostages, so they're also completely willing to just blow them up.
I mean, that is accurate.
It is accurate, but it's just kind of like watching a cop walk into the room with you and throw a fucking grenade into the horde of civilians.
Completely accurate. So I'm not going to fault them for that. That's just
I don't
what
think cops
do.
normally carry grenades.
No, you're right, they carry tanks.
Those are some strong cops you got there.
Actually, one thing I know that isn't in 3 is the riot van turrets, which I swear if they put those back in there, I will never play Payday 3 ever.
Yeah, the riot van turrets are a good thing to have removed.
Oh my god, they were the most annoying thing in 2.
Yeah.
When they added them, they kind of retroactively broke a lot of the older heists too, because they would insert them in there in maps they did not work, and they're just awful to deal with.
Well, hope somebody
Yeah.
brought a rocket launcher then.
Shout out to Payday
The worst
2
one, yeah, the worst one was
canceling the
Watch Dogs
Linux
Day
version
1.
of the game literally 1 week after getting verified on the Steam Deck.
Say what?
Payday 2 whoever makes Payday 2 canceled the Linux version of the game about a week after it got verified on the Steam Deck.
Is that because they went to the Epic Game Store?
I don't know.
It's because they partnered with Epic. You remember? They had that, like, a partnership thing.
Jesus Christ, that guy is finally dead.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, Epic seems to have some kind of weird hate boner for Linux.
They hate penguins.
Okay, Linux.
Linux
Ooh,
what,
what's
Dennis?
that?
Sorry, you got cut off there. Would
Linux.
you like to finish that thought?
Yeah, Linux sucks.
I think Coolsville sucks.
That's what I was going for.
Does Linux use DirectX 12 or is it something else?
I don't know if Linux uses DirectX at all, but you can still install it.
That's probably why, because Epic Games seems to have a fetish for DirectX.
Well, you can still install DirectX 12 if you use Proton, because it'll still work regardless. You can run EGS games through Proton.
I heard that if you
want
use
stuff to run natively on Linux, you got to use OpenGL, which Valve actually did some testing and was able to prove it's better than DirectX.
Yeah.
Wow,
Valve
something's
actually
better than
discovered.
something's better than a Microsoft product. What a surprise!
Valve
What
actually
a
did
guess.
testing and discovered that a lot of their games run better on Linux than Windows.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of the main reasons why they made a huge push for Linux, is because they actually got better results.
I mean, DirectX 12 was pretty unfinished when it got released as well, so it's really unstable.
When did they do this testing?
Back in like 2015, 2014, I think.
So like that was Well, just if it was 2014, it was just a little bit before Windows 10 came out.
Yeah,
So
everyone
Windows
hated
8, 8.1, so that was when
Probably
Microsoft was being naughty.
OpenGL would still probably perform better because how bad DirectX 12 is.
Almost every game that I run on Linux, even if it's native or not, if I select OpenGL, it runs much better than anything Windows related.
I mean, kind of makes sense when you're not really running a Windows machine.
Well, keep in mind, Proton can run DirectX just fine, so it's still running DirectX natively, it's just doing it through Proton. The thing is, regardless of whether you're running it through Proton, running it through OpenGL gets better results, because if you're running a Windows game through Proton, you select OpenGL, you're still running the Windows version of Proton, which Linux can't do anything with. That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know.
Because if
Sounds
you're
kind
running
of
anything,
unfair and biased to me.
fuck you, I'm not.
Later.
Yeah, wait a minute.
And also Microsoft Windows being real cool and breaking everything, so I had to reinstall the operating system.
Oh man, I can't imagine having to do that on Linux. I'm so glad that I switched over.
Literally, literally an update managed to break the fucking brightness settings. They fucking removed the brightness settings somehow.
What Windows are you running?
11.
Windows 11.
That's his problem, is he's running
God, I'm
11.
so sorry.
I can't even upgrade to it because my computer's old.
I've been using Pop! OS since 2019.
Okay, well, I don't care. I didn't ask.
Well, I'm telling you anyways.
Okay, well, I just
I would
forgot.
upgrade.
What'd you say?
I said I
would,
run Pop! OS since 2019. I don't know
I
why
would
that
switch
was
to
so
Linux.
funny.
Looking it up, my laptop doesn't have any drivers for Linux, so I lose like fucking everything. Like support-wise.
Yeah, when I
This is
installed...
not where I wanted to throw that.
Or rather, when my dad installed Pop! OS on my laptop for me, Pop! OS found the drivers itself. You didn't have to manually install them. Whereas when we originally installed Linux Mint on this laptop, my dad had to find the drivers himself and manually install them. Pop! OS
you
is
have to use a
basically
magnifying
Daddy's
glass?
first Linux.
Perfect
I
for
see.
you.
Well, it actually was, because it was my first Linux, technically.
Yeah, like there's probably basic drivers for everything, but I'd be losing the like Omen hub support, which also means I wouldn't be able to control any of my parts of my PC anymore.
That's the nice thing about Linux, though, is that if there's something you can't get working, someone smarter than you has already tried it and figured it out. I got Logitech stuff working through a tool called Solar.
Yeah.
In fact, it actually supports multiple Logitech products that I don't even have. But,
Gonna go pilot some submarines.
yeah.
Spike, you're now a certified submarine pilot for Ocean Gate
Yeah.
because you used a Logitech product.
Ironically, not the one that's in the fucking sub.
Close enough.
I don't think there's an
You know
E
how a
next to
game
that sub
controller
anymore.
works.
Speaking of sub, if I get one more follower, I will stream Iron Lung in its entirety.
Okay, I'm gonna unfollow.
That wouldn't
I believe
actually
Spike's
boost
gonna
the
play
number.
Ocean
In
Gate
fact, it would just
Simulator.
go down and then right back up to
You're gonna
where
play
it was.
a game last
Yes.
minutes.
Was
I'm
that
gonna
Dennis?
make an alt account.
Zeno, are you gonna back out?
Yeah.
Alright, are you gonna stay out?
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
gift sub,
I'll just stay
Zeno.
out.
Okay.
Alright, so Dennis, so let's end the lobby so Dennis can actually join, because I don't think he can join while the lobby's still open. That gives me a chance to scrub my
Yeah,
I
tea.
wouldn't know.
And I'm also gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Alright.
Time to take a piss.
What the hell
Beer
are
me.
you doing?
What? Oh shit.
Thank you for the pipes, you know. You know, if I get
You're
one
welcome.
more sub points, I get a new emote slot.
Ooh. Time for the pussy emote.
I am not doing the pussy emo. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Meow?
Gordon.
That is the wrong one.
I accidentally got into a game. So, don't worry, I'll win on your behalf.
Well, now we have to wait for you.
Oh well, you know what? You know what? That's okay. People deserve to wait for me because I'm a good guy. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm the best.
Alright, I guess I'll just sit here and wait until you're ready.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh dear. Renseer, thank you for the raid. I think we know that.
No, he's right behind you, actually.
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I'm back.
Can you go away again? I'm busy.
Thank you for the raid, Renseer.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hey.
There's no Lost Ark here, though.
Huh?
What?
Don't mock me. I am the streamer. I make the rules.
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
God damn it, I'm so glad I watched that so I could get that reference. Goddamn rat movie.
See, it's a good thing I insisted, huh?
It is. We are sliding those tunes. We are mostly bullying children and getting bullied by children, which just makes us bully them harder.
You know, I just
Yeah.
assumed that everybody that beats us is not a child. It's really, really good for my self-esteem.
You know what? I actually like that idea better. So everyone who loses to us is a child. Everyone who wins
Who
against
beats
us...
us is like FaZe Clan.
Well, no, I was gonna say they're just a no-lifer who does nothing but play Splatoon.
FaZe Clan.
Same thing. So, Bao, are you done with your match yet? Has it been 3 minutes?
No, it's been 2 minutes.
Okay, so we still got another minute to go.
Yeah.
Alright. Dennis, are you currently in a match?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you should have been.
I actually was.
Oh,
she was
a communication
playing Final
error
Fantasy 14
occurred.
while I was waiting.
Oh, what do you know? That's perfect. Okay, so Dennis,
Yay.
pick the punk pinks. That's it. The punk pinks and the brain cap.
Hold on, I gotta go see that bitch at the general store.
The Dr. Breen.
I forgot to do that too. I guess I'll just wait on that. Well, the room's open, so...
What's the brand for
Oh,
it?
hi,
So I don't
Mark.
spend an
the
hour
what?
trying to find this.
What'd you ask?
Brand. What's the brand?
I don't know about the punk cherries, but the brain cap is Grizzco. All the punks are... I said punk cherries, I meant punk pinks. All
They're
the punks are
Rockenberg.
under this... Oh, Rockenberg, okay.
Oh, it's the Back to the Future hat. You should have just said it's the Back to the Future hat. Come on.
They
I-
did
I
when I was
did
asking about
earlier,
it.
actually.
Okay, but to be
Did?
fair, that was like
I
5
didn't
minutes
think
ago. Can't
was 5
expect
minutes
us to... Joe Mama.
I can't believe it's Jover.
It never even began.
Alright, so now we're just waiting on Simki and Dennis.
Yeah, I was just buying clothes.
We at Soup?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're at Soup?
Buying clothes at the superstore.
Why are you buying clothes at the soap store?
This guy's never heard of branded clothing.
Alright, now we're just wait. There's the Dennis. Soup branded clothing. I'm going to start a clothing brand like Markiplier's cloak, and it's just going to be called Soup. None of the clothing will have anything to do with Soup. They'll just be named Soup.
That's disappointing.
Well, that would incur licensing fees, and fuck that.
Why don't you just make your own soup brand, dumbass?
That's actually...
Why don't you just eat soup?
Well, but
No,
something
it's
funny
soup.
about I'm at Soup, it's one of those memes where a fandom version of the meme has actually outlived the source of it. Because everyone is familiar with the TF2 version of I'm at Soup. The original was actually a Code Geass parody. Just like how everyone is familiar with Phoenix Wrong, the one about, Last Will and Testament of someone with all the boot to the head jokes. Everyone is familiar with the Phoenix Wright version, but not the original source, which is an entire album of boot to the head routines. By
I'm
a
not
group that
familiar
I
with
forget
it at
the name
all.
of.
I have no idea
Dennis,
what
are
you're
you
talking
ready?
about.
Oh yeah.
Wow, Dennis, I can't believe you're just lagging behind the rest of us.
Shame on you.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Okay. All right, we got another
Wow, we're
10 times
losing.
battle.
We're losing. They
if
coordinated.
you-
They did profile banners.
What was that?
It's
They
Drover.
coordinated their profile banners.
You know what?
Well, yeah, if you check the news channel, you can get them for free.
I think we need to execute you for defeatism, okay? So,
Wait, hold on. Before we do that, can I have it as
Nope.
Xbox 360?
no.
I don't agree to this anymore.
Okay, well, you can join him.
No.
Okay.
Damn, free Xbox 360.
It's on its way back to the people.
I forget the routine, I can't do the rest.
Nope. Damn.
It is our Xbox 360.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
Okay.
One of these days I'll play Deus 6.
Okay. It's a cool game, but don't put any points in swimming. It's lame.
Now dump every point you get into swimming, come on.
Okay. I heard that if you do that, you suddenly can't breathe above water and then you just die.
What about
Sounds right,
the
about right.
electronic old men and their flexibility?
Oh, you should be more concerned about your own flexibility when it comes to them.
But I must admit, I'm quite disappointed in you, Nadco.
Quit screwing around. Look at this. You
getting
jinxed
fucked.
us.
I didn't know such.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay. Dennis jinxed us, clearly.
I was talking
I
to
think
you.
we established my name is Paul.
Welcome to the
Paul's.
coalition, JC.
I might start using Coke. I like to pick my nose. I think I did that out of order, but I don't care. I think I'll take your weapons. I don't know. Everyone who's listening is just thinking we're psychotic right now, quoting this shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, because
you
you
are,
don't
but-
say anything psychotic otherwise. It's just because we're quoting this video. It's nothing else. Nothing else.
No, it definitely wasn't the question that we opened stream with.
I resent that.
Crab!
You gotta hit its weak point for massive damage. I like how the weak point isn't even on the crab itself, it's just the ass of the dude riding it.
Yeah.
Paul, I have a map.
What?
Helps to have a map.
What does that have to do with the crab?
Helps to have a
It
map.
does. It doesn't.
Helps
It's
to
like
have a
wheat point
crab.
wheat point?
Mm.
Helps to have a map.
Wait.
Point. Attack it for damage.
I don't know why my eyes are tearing up, but I would prefer it to stop.
You were stunned by the beauty of the world.
Speaking of the beauty of the world, Dennis went to the Taste of Chicago today, and I didn't even know it was happening. I actually would have considered joining him if he had told me. Dennis.
Wow. Can't believe this.
For those who are not from Chicago, we every year downtown a bunch of restaurants and food trucks get together to show off their unique food. And,
Oh yeah, well,
Basically just a food festival.
yeah, it's
Around-
basically a food festival.
around here, every year a bunch of
Nice.
bikers come into town and it sucks because they're fucking loud and shit.
Well, that's like every
Fucking
other day in summer over here.
Fucking
You get the
bikers.
food trucks, Bow gets the bikers.
And some food trucks, but mostly bikers.
There's a really good empanada food truck around here, and they actually have a physical location. I
As
am
opposed to a
trying to
digital
blank
location?
on what was actually in the empanadas that we had, but they were very good.
Pussy.
Used to do a food truck thing around where I live, but unfortunately they haven't done another one since COVID. It was always kind of funny though, because fucking Taco Bell food truck always showed up and just, you never saw anyone going to it.
Well, yeah, because if you're going to a food
For
truck,
obvious
you're not going to
reasons.
fucking Octo Bell? Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I cannot talk tonight, apparently.
Well, we're
News-
playing Splatoon,
news-
so you know that's kind of
New
fitting.
Splatoon crossover.
But yeah,
Can't
it's like,
wait for Splatoon
yeah, why would
4
you
to be
bother
this,
showing
like,
up Taco Bell? No one's gonna fucking go to you. And whoever does
Cressy
clearly is
Sean
not
got some
interested
new
in what
ventures.
is actually happening around here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, there is a dude, the Squid Beacon, right below us.
I don't see it.
Dennis just died to them. I'm gonna...
Why he die?
Well,
Oh shit!
people die when they are killed.
No, they don't.
Carl, that kills people. I didn't know.
Listen, killing is my business, and business is good. Shit! They have another
This-
beacon
Yeah,
nearby.
this Lisa person really likes hiding in the ink and then surprising you. Fool me
Lisa,
once,
what are you doing?
shame
You're
on
my
me.
future wife.
I never hit you. Is bullshit.
Ow!
They have like 3 beacons in the center.
Well, if someone can sneak past, well, my god, their base is fucking clean as hell. What the shit? Hang
Well,
on,
they have 2 rollers, so you know.
I'm gonna try to dirty up there. Oh, there's a roller. They got me. They have covered just about every inch of their entire base.
All
Oh,
of
it's
them.
Kraken.
Pussies.
Kraken is dead.
I took out the beacons that were on the field. They're coming up into our base.
Well, I'm going up in their base, so that's fine.
Yeah,
And your
I'll
base
try
is
to
killing
ward
your
them off
dudes.
from our base, or at least keep them distracted long enough for Dennis to do stuff. I got the beacon.
No, I
Oh, they
did.
got me.
Both of us have it.
No, I did.
We're
I
dead.
distinctly heard my ink hitting the beacon.
No, it was me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was stolen valor, I guess.
Yeah. You're
Got
going
him.
to jail.
You're getting court-martialed, soldier.
Remember, Gordon, you can't be a war criminal if there's no military left to judge you. My power grows, Gordon.
Like their wiper trying to aim for the fucking ground for some reason.
Holy shit, we
Yay.
won.
Woo!
By an entire
Hey.
10%.
That was a 10x battle too.
Wow. Gaming has evolved, and so have we.
What was that about? Everybody's being clean. I don't know.
They missed a spot.
We went.
Well, we just dabbed on them. Hella yeet.
Look at
bruh.
all that clout.
We dabbed on them hella yeet.
All
Hey, not a
that
big man.
Oh my god.
Catch.
clout.
Yippee. Kaye, motherfucker.
Oh, there was a +2 there, so I think I also got the fry and shiver ones.
Yay. Well, we don't
Oh,
care
yeah.
about them.
Jesus Christ, wasn't it? Why is it so loud tonight? What the fuck?
Cheese and rice. Maybe it's a really big pipe.
Oh, I had my volume turned up, that's why.
Turn it
You
up
should turn it
louder.
up more.
Turn it up so we can hear it through your microphone.
No, that would be bad for me.
Turn it
You know-
up so noise canceling no longer detects it as background noise.
These aren't even
Someti-
noise canceling.
Sometimes you gotta take one for the team.
I don't think that's true. I thought that dude's
Yeah,
name was
but
Raging
insane.
Cube.
What is it?
Raging Pluto.
Oh, well, that's not as funny.
I'm gonna briefly turn
There's
the
one
volume
guy
back
just
up
named
until I
in the
can
insane.
fix the volume in OBS, so that way y'all can actually hear the background Splatoon. Or you
Who
know
is
what, we'll just
John
leave
Toon?
everything loud tonight, I guess. That way I don't have to fix anything and y'all can just suffer with me.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Of course, Xeno isn't playing at the moment, or at least isn't streaming, so he can just redeem the pipe to his heart's content, and there's nothing I can do to really stop him. And I
I'm
think
just
that's
sitting
just...
there waiting for the cooldown.
I think I need more expensive redeems, so y'all have stuff to spend your points on.
Stream sniping.
I gotta save up for the stream cancel one.
One of the streamers I follow that I haven't watched in a while, Caleb Hart 42, also has a day off redeem, and someone redeemed it once right when he started streaming. He was like, well, guess I have a day off, and just went about doing something else. He literally had
Yeah, if we
just
all
started
save-
stream, and someone redeemed it, like, frame 1.
If enough of us save up for the day off routine, we can give Spike a week off.
Yep.
Yeah. At some point, I might actually take an entire week off streams, by the way.
You're not allowed. You have to stream every day.
Well, the funny thing
All
is that
day
might actually happen later in the
for-
month if Lily is still able to visit. It's Lily Bat. She's another VTuber.
Hey.
Yeah, she mentioned
Does she
wanting
like
to visit a bunch
baseball?
of friends in Chicago. And I don't know when she's visiting exactly, but depending on when she is, I might take a few days off stream.
Does she like baseball?
Nice.
I don't know. As far as I know, she doesn't like sports, but I've never asked because I don't like sports.
That's weird. I mean, you would think that somebody who's named Bat likes baseball.
As in the animal. Foul.
No, baseball.
I don't think that's true. I think you're making things up. I don't think there's an animal called the bat. What are you talking about?
Okay, then what's Batman based
Foul.
on?
Believe in bats. Baseball,
Cricket
clearly.
player.
Can't believe I survived that long.
We wiped them out.
That's unfortunate, wasn't it? The nice thing about streaming is you can just take time off whenever you want, really.
I blew one up with my airstrike.
Something I've seen and learned firsthand, though, is that if you aren't feeling well as a streamer or content creator, your community will literally bully you into taking a break.
I won't. I'll bully
Yeah.
you to stream until you feel better. Listen, the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Because most content creators don't like...
Jesus.
Don't fucking say that, dude! What the fuck?
What? Don't say what.
Oh, you know what? I already forgot, so I think you're good.
Okay, I said,
Then
The
why are
beatings
you
will
going to
continue.
repeat it?
fuck you.
Later.
I already said that.
Oh.
I know. And I am mocking you.
Why? Why are you mocking me? I'm very fragile. Can you hear my voice wavering? I'm about to start crying on stream.
I don't know, I'm feeling mean right now. Maybe if someone drops a pipe, I'll feel better.
Ooh, I'll drop a pipe, all right.
It's not a pipe, but close enough.
Oh,
There's
we're
the
on a
pipe.
2 wins.
You know what? I apologize, Ball. That was very rude of me. I will never do that again.
You know what? I don't accept. I'm gonna snap your fucking neck.
You know what? I think I deserve it this time.
Okay, I'll put it back when I'm done.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Necromancy.
Yeah, with a K.
You know, speaking of necromancy, in Baldur's Gate 3, I hear that they didn't like how many players were just reviving every single corpse with necromancy to ask them questions, so now most of the corpses will just lose their head when they die.
Lame.
That way you can't
Amazing.
revive them.
Wow. That
Why would they
sounds
change
like,
that? This is a single-player game. You should not change such a thing.
That sounds like
It has multiplayer.
developers making
No, it doesn't.
cut
Shut up.
content.
What was that, Dennis?
That sounds like developers putting in some cut content. You know, they're cutting some content from the game that I paid for.
Do I
We all
hear
know
a
that
class
cut
action
content is
lawsuit?
False advertising.
Speaking of false
You
advertising,
know, this is serious.
the
I'm gonna go to the Supreme
companions
Court.
being so horny for the player in Baldur's Gate 3 was a bug.
Okay,
Oh.
well, it wouldn't have been a bug if it was me.
That's funny.
See, it's only a bug because they're cowards.
Well, no, the character's sexual relations with the player were actually raising a lot higher than they were supposed to.
Yeah, it was actually
Again.
a bug, but a funny one.
Again, if they weren't cowards, this would be a feature.
Well,
Have they played
being
D&D
sexy
before?
with them is a feature. It's just that the relationships were being gained too quickly, more quickly
Have-
than the developers intended.
I mean, yeah, okay, but Dennis, the thing you
Have
have
the
to keep
developers
in mind is
played
that when you
D&D?
meet your party in the game, they
What did I
fucking
land
hate you.
on?
Every single person just fucking hates you. They're like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
I
kill
clicked
you.
on my beacon and I landed
Oh,
on
yeah,
someone
I
who
know.
just got fucking
I played-
obliterated.
I've played D&D, and characters show up immediately hating like the entire party. What do we do within like an hour of game time?
What do you do, Dennis? Would you like to explain to the class?
You grab them by the
No.
pussy.
Look, D&D is about strengthening the bonds with your comrades in
Penis.
arms.
Oh,
Strengthening
That
your
is one.
penis.
That is one message.
Yeah, good comrade strengthening exercise is fucking them. So.
Comrade? More like comrade.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
See, I can say unhinged shit, too.
we're very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm very proud of me, too. That's not where I meant to throw that. I'm no longer as proud of myself as I once was.
That's sad.
Ugh. I would like to stop tearing up. I think I've been looking at screens too much today. I've been
Still
playing
is.
so much Unreal Tournament lately.
I've been playing Mercenaries 2, World in Flames.
I need to play that again. I need to actually finish the first game, because I've never finished
Yeah,
it.
the first one is a lot better. I mean, the second one's not bad, don't get me wrong.
I like the
but-
second one. It was one of my favorite games as a kid.
Well, you see, the first one has, like, atmosphere, polish, vision. It's not up its own ass in irony.
True. And that was before that was a common thing in games.
I mean, the second one came out in 2008, but, you know.
True, but that was before Borderlands 2. Where everyone had to be hee hee hoo hoo ha ha ironic.
I think that was before the first Borderlands.
I don't know when Borderlands came out. So I think Borderlands 2 was like 2012, actually.
Okay, let me look it up for you. Okay, Borderlands 1 was 2009.
So that would have been before Borderlands, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, 2 was 2012.
Yeah, that's right. I've never actually played Borderlands 1. I've only played the second one.
I have played through
Borderlands 1
Borderlands
is pretty
1
good,
on the
so.
Switch. It was kind of dry, to be honest.
2 is actually
I
just,
played-
like, genuinely good. And that's
Yeah.
the last good game that Gearbox ever made.
Rip.
Probably the only one, actually.
Hello, have you heard of Half-Life Opposing Force?
Yes, I have.
That is the
Opposing
greatest
Force is
Half-Life
good.
game ever.
No, the second, the great. That's the second best. The greatest would be its sequel, Hunt Down Freeman.
Ah!
Oh yeah, the one that has Keemstar as the president, where he's speaking through a radio, but sounds like he's in the room with everyone.
Excuse me, they patched it?
Yeah, they actually removed Keemstar.
Duh. Get with the program,
Actually,
dude.
I
the
think
the main guy left.
I think
What?
Pyrocynical was also in it, and he was very confused why they even gave him or used his lines, because he said he gave the worst performance he could possibly think of on accident.
They patched him out, actually.
They did.
Except in
Yeah,
well, they patched him out
so
in the
the lead-
gameplay, but he had a couple of lines in cutscenes which stayed in.
Oh yeah, I guess you can't redo those.
Yeah, the lead guy for Hunt Down the Freeman left, so it's just the dev team kind of updating the game now.
Well, yeah,
Apparently
he
he
only
didn't pay them either, so
made
they're-
it so that way he could get a job at Activision. He
Yeah.
directs Call of Duty Mobile now.
Ooh.
I think on one of the walls, there's graffiti that just is like "fuck you" and the guy's full name,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
because he didn't pay a lot of the devs right.
He didn't pay anybody
So
as
they're
far
just
as I
still working on the game
was
because they
aware.
actually had some passion trying to finish it.
Well, I think well, I don't know if they're still working on it, but I know that they updated some stuff. They added an actual tutorial, achievements, most of which were like mocking, and they did the aforementioned, like removing people's lines.
Yeah, they fixed the game up some. I mean, it's still pretty bad.
They
But,
added
like,
it, you know.
Is it
Game
worth
content
streaming
control.
for a funny
it's really
bad
good.
game night?
I don't think so.
Alright.
I don't know if they changed it because nobody ever actually plays through the game legitimately, but I know that, you know, when it was new, you literally could not like actually progress in some points without,
Yeah, one of
console
the
commands. Like
there's a
because there was
section
like
where you're on a motorbike and the motorbike didn't have some load zone set up right.
so like the game would crash, whenever
It
you
wouldn't
tried to.
crash. You just literally couldn't progress without flipping through the wall to get to the load zone.
I remember like also like some people had problems like climbing over a wall in one of the earlier levels. I think somebody who I
that
watched
was set up wrong.
like in like one of the mission where you're like in like the sewers or whatever or drainage canals, like you couldn't jump over a little ledge that you were supposed to do, so you just had to either console command it or give up.
Lizardman is saying Borderlands 1 was alright, 2 was much better, but he actually thinks 3 was better. I don't know if he means better than 1 or 2, though.
Borderlands 3's base game story is pretty shit, but the DLCs are good and the gunplay's fun.
Yeah, most of the criticisms I've heard are just because of the writing is just insufferable.
Yeah, the
And
base
since it's
game
Borderlands, they
writing is very
force you to
insufferable.
listen to things a lot.
Borderlands
Yeah.
3 is a game I would play with a group, but I would never play solo. 2, I would actually play solo, but I would prefer a group because it is actually better with a group. I will maintain my belief that Borderlands 2 is one of the best co-op shooters ever made. As much as I hate Gearbox and the rest of the series.
Yeah, because Borderlands 2 is actually like really fucking good. And there's a reason people are still playing it today.
Well, I mean, it was so popular they actually made an extra DLC just before 3 came out to tie it into 3.
Yeah.
What about the pre-sequel?
I have not heard any good things about the pre-sequel, but I haven't heard any bad things about it either. As far as I can tell, it's just a video game.
It just kind of
no.
exists, yeah.
You know, sometimes we do just need video games, you know?
That's true. Oh, speaking of
You
just
heard about-
video games, I'm going to get cables for the Xbox 360 in the near future and see if I can stream Prototype. Because I never got to play Prototype when it came out, and I had a lot of fun playing it when it arrived.
I think one of my
Yeah, that
friends
game's
had
really
that.
good.
Sorry, but Infamous is way better.
I do have Infamous, actually. If I can get what I need to stream from PS3, I can stream that too.
I still need to test my setup, but I might have a little thing that, or this HDMI splitter I have might be able to stream PlayStation stuff. So
See, Prototype is fun because Alec Mercer is like such an edgelord dude.
Oh, he's so much of a fucking edgelord. Oh,
I
excuse
just
me.
wish Sony didn't make it a hassle to record anything from their fucking systems.
Yeah, it's funny that Bao compared Prototype to Infamous because an upcoming death battle is actually Cole McGrath versus Alex Mercer.
Rip Cole. He's gonna get like cut in half or something.
I have played a
You
little bit of
literally
Infamous,
get
and I know
consumed
a little bit about Cole's
his
story.
body.
From what I know of Alex, though, Cole is going to get fucking murdered.
That's what I just said.
He
I know, I'm
will
saying
get
that-
consumed into his body via weird science virus.
Yeah, a couple of the fights they've been doing recently have been pretty damn one-sided. Cool fights,
Yeah.
but like,
It's like
we
you-
all know what's going to
It's
happen.
like you have a dude with like electricity, superpower, what a stuff, and then a dude who literally just takes people and instantly absorbs them into his body.
They pit
takes
Martian
over their
Manhunter
memories,
against
and they are
Silver
just
Surfer.
gone.
Look, I think that Cole is gonna win because he's just gonna. He can't bathe. Cole McGrath cannot bathe. His foul odor is just gonna fucking overpower Alex Mercer. He's gonna spontaneously combust.
The one they're doing in a couple days is Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls versus Discord from My Little Pony. And I'm actually seeing a lot of people saying that Bill Cipher's gonna fucking die in that one.
I don't know these people.
Bill Cipher is
One's
an
a
asshole
one's a
god,
burrito
that's
chip.
all I know. But Bill
He's a
Cipher was
burrito
actually
chip.
killed in Gravity Falls. Discord was never killed. I don't even think he can die, actually. They were only able to seal him away, and then they kind of unsealed him. So
What'd
I'm
you
really
say about
cur-
him, Dennis? Shut up.
Bill Cipher's a Dorito chip.
He is. He's basically the Illuminati thing
Illuminati
from the
triangle.
dollar bill.
Bill
Also
Nye the
never seen
Dorito
Gravity
guy.
Falls, but I know about the show.
All I know is that Bill is a fucking asshole, and he can do literally whatever he wants because he's quite literally a god. However, he was
I just know
killed
that
because that was a whole thing that they
I
were
just-
trying to figure out from the
I
writing
just
team.
instantly killed a Stamper with my charged shot because I waited until his hammer was up.
Lowercase
There's no
g.
the creator of Gravity Falls hates Disney.
Oh,
So-
everyone who's worked at
Understandable.
Disney hates Disney. Are you kidding?
Alex Hirsch hates Disney. Is still definitely mad how he would keep trying to have like explicit gay orientation in the show, and he would know. So he had to sneak it in there at the end.
Disney will only allow gay
Like
representation
literally, like
if it
every
makes
like
them money.
show, like all the time. Always sneak it in the finale. Like, we're already canceled. What are you gonna do?
Stab me?
What are you gonna do? Milk me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good morning, sunshine.
one of my favorite React images to use is just Dante from Devil May Cry 5 saying, "What are you gonna do? Milk me?" And I use that in so many arguments, and I always win.
Is that why you don't use it against me?
I only use it when I need to. I don't need to use it against you because I know I'm gonna lose.
Wow. And don't you forget it, because I'm the cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop, I rise to the top. I never eat pig because the pig is a cop, or better yet, a Terminator like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Try to put me up just as if my name was Sega.
Okay, continue.
I forget the rest.
Okay. Me too. I haven't heard that song in a long time.
I haven't heard that song.
It's called Jump Around by House of Pain.
It's from an Irish rap group. Irish American rap group.
So just American then.
Though I guess it would be hip-hop, technically. Hip-hop is just white rap.
Nah.
I think there are actually differences between hip-hop and rap, but white rap is usually just called hip-hop.
It's been lost
Yeah.
to time. Okay, but Eminem is rap. Sorry.
What would you call the Beastie Boys?
Hip hop. That's actually what they call themselves, funnily enough. I have their greatest hits album and it's listed as hip hop on iTunes.
Hey.
You're really gonna trust Steve Jobs? Dead ass.
He's dead.
That's what I said. Dead ass. I wasn't saying like some
special
Zoomer
edition of that
speak.
Greatest Hits
I
album on
meant
CD.
corpse.
It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
No, it isn't.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Munch McCoochie.
I think that's the wrong punchline.
That's the joke.
Fail. Fail.
The joke has been completely lost.
I don't appreciate dying after. Oh, someone else killed me.
I thought you were just
Dying
saying
ain't much of a living.
Dying.
I do not appreciate dying, actually. I very much would like to live. I want to live my life in peace and love, peace and love.
Now, I'm warning you with peace and love. Peace and
Oh,
love.
I fucking love that video. It's so fucking
Bring it
funny.
up every
how-
time we play Splatoon.
Yeah.
So why is it every time we play Splatoon we end up
Because
referencing
I think it was
that?
first brought up when we were playing Splatoon, because I was talking about it and sent you the video.
It's because you say things about peace and love, and you know. You can't have
Speaking
peace
of
and love
videos,
without
Simki,
Ringo.
and actually the rest of you, I have a great video I need to send you.
Okay, what is it?
A routine from the Abbott and Costello show, which is a really old TV show, where Abbott and Costello convince their landlord that 7 times 13 is 28. That way they don't have to pay rent.
The ancient
Landlord?
version of
I didn't vote for it.
anyone?
It's a fucking great routine because I think it's actually... Is it Abbott? The short one manages to convince the landlord that 7 times 13 is 28, and it's fucking hilarious. For the record, 7 times 13 is 91. But I can post that in the shitposting channel right this moment.
More like the squid posting channel.
A
The
Ha ha ha.
copy link address. There we go. I do not want to.
this is where we post the squids.
Send link. Spike,
Yeah,
would you fuck Tony the Tiger?
I am literally looking at that right now.
I know. I'm asking because you just posted that in the channel, and therefore you'd have seen it and have context for my question.
I don't know if I want to answer the question.
Just answer the goddamn question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I
You
love
know,
the fact that they had to get rid of Tony the Tiger's Twitch because of how many people wanted to fuck him.
Good. Scare the fucking brands off Twitch. Get them out of the VTuber space.
Yeah.
If there's one thing furries are great at, it's scaring brands away.
You'd be
Furries are
great
unmarketable.
at.
Yeah, yes.
Especially if your brand features an anthro character, because there's a very good chance people are going to want to fuck them like Tony the Tiger.
I just love the few brands that actually joined in on it, like MSI.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled.
And for
They are not your friend.
for Xeno, it's not Museum of Science and Industry, it's MSI Gaming, their computer company. Low battery, wait a minute.
Oh,
Yes, I know what MSI is.
Okay,
I don't think you're a real gamer.
I'm a real gamer. I'm real and I'm a gamer. Yeah, MSI Gaming has the fucking femboy dragon as their mascot.
We're gonna kill him.
Yeah. I still love still have Opera GX's some June like gay pride thing. It was just changing their profile
Shit.
pic, the two guys kissing.
And Pyrocynical woke up, saw that what his
Yeah.
thing was, and was like, guys, why is my icon just two guys kissing?
Yeah. You know, like whenever
I mean,
whenever someone
That's
like
not an issue.
replied something homophobic to them, they just fucking like roasted the ever living shit out of them.
Shout out when the Zero Escape director just destroyed a man so hard he deleted his Twitter account because he had the audacity to say that the dude was injected with the woke mind virus or some bullshit like that. All because he's a non-binary character in AI the Somnium Files 2. And Kotaro Uchikoshi, who directed that game, World's End Club, and Zero Escape, left a several tweet reply basically saying, LGBT people have always existed in Japan, you absolute clown. And the dude got
it's
dunked
actually-
on so hard he deleted his account.
So that situation is actually more ridiculous because the character in question is actually unseen and only vaguely referenced like once or twice in dialogue.
Well, pathetic.
And it was only in the sense of like in early like drafts they planned like a bigger role, or at least toyed around with like this being a more like full character, but ideas changed and it didn't, I guess, fit. Like the character's role didn't really fit in the story anymore.
Spike,
so
one of
they
them
were
came back
like-
to their base.
Okay, like they're not.
I got
Like
him.
they
You
still
got me.
exist, and characters.
Why were
reference
you squid
this
bagging? You
character,
didn't even
like,
do anything.
once or twice.
Sorry, Dennis.
But
Can
they
you
only
repeat that last part?
Yeah, so this character is only
Oh, they
meant
did not
like
cover
in
it.
passing maybe once or twice. Not. But they do have some concept art because originally they were going to have like a bigger role in earlier story drafts. But things got reworked and it was like okay, we're scrapping this character and like what part in the story they planned still exist in the actual plot because it's not like they were like, we could still have them exist, but they just aren't seen. And they could always be, used later in like a sequel if we make a third game. So this character that this person on Twitter that was going off of for being non-binary was a character that is not actually seen or interacted with this game, just simply exists in the background and is also a non-binary.
Wow.
Uchiki was sharing some concept art of the character was like, yeah, here's concept art, early draft for character. That's what they're mad about.
That's fucking funny. God, it's so funny how much those idiots get mad about that kind of stuff.
Listen, man just mentioned the Starfield people. I'm actually going to
Yeah.
shame one of them if... Oh, maybe that would be a bad idea. But a certain disrespectful person actually joined in on that, which is the least surprising thing in existence.
Yeah.
You know who it is.
When in Guilty
John
Gear,
Cena.
You did there.
was
when
that?
Guilty Gear was in Bridget was announced to be trans, people just like, oh, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean? They literally, she's trans.
They were all trying to be like, oh, it's the bad ending, and the creator of the game was like, hi, there is no bad ending. But the lore,
Yeah.
hi, I always intended this. Oh, but she's not trans. Hi, please shut up. I would like to move on from this. She's trans. Just shut up. I'm begging you, please, shut up. The poor director of Guilty Gear does not like being asked about whether Bridget is trans because he keeps having to answer the question over and over again. He just wants
Yeah.
to make the damn game. He doesn't want to have to keep answering what he's already answered.
Literally had the character basically like, I'm trans. People like still fucking asking him. It's like, leave him alone. He has already answered your question.
But yeah, to everyone who thinks Bridget isn't trans, stay mad, you bitches.
Yeah.
Who's mad? Who's mad? Hope, seethe, and choke. About the Starfield thing, the thing that I find really funny about that, I mean, it's an obvious dog whistle for one thing, but they lost their shit at Starfield, but not Baldur's Gate 3, which came out before it, was just as big and also has non-binary indicators. And I'm convinced the only reason why it didn't make as big of a splash in that sphere is because D&D is inherently gayer.
Yeah.
Or they didn't play it.
Or they didn't play it. Well, probably because D&D is inherently gayer.
I feel like Baldur's Gate is infinitely a smaller thing compared to Bethesda releasing Starfield, even though obviously Baldur's Gate has seen a lot of popularity online from the weeks leading up to pre-release and the release of the game. It's probably like a lot. I mean, it's not like, I don't want to say it's like niche, because like it's definitely not like unknown indie
I get what
title.
you're saying though.
Yeah, I think you know what I mean.
Because
No, I don't.
Like
You need
obviously
to
you're
elaborate
gonna
more.
you're gonna see a bigger target. You're gonna see a bigger target when it's Bethesda releasing a game published under Microsoft, and it's like one of the most hyped up RPGs of the year.
The most hyped up RPG since Final Fantasy 16.
excuse me.
You're not excused.
But yeah, like, Starfield is from a very well-known company that is very popular with people who do not typically play more niche games. Let's be real here. Most of the people who played Skyrim don't play any of the other Elder Scrolls games. They don't play many other RPGs, they just play Bethesda RPGs. I'm not shaming
Yeah,
anyone
that explains why they're all getting worse. Because all those filthy casuals can't play a real game like Morrowind.
I get that you're joking, but I actually
I'm not
kind of
joking.
agree with you.
You look me in the eyes and ask me if I'm joking.
Are you joking?
No.
Damn, I believe you.
Well, does Morrowind have this bisexual cowboy?
It has the dude who wrote the What's the Argonian Maid. Does that count?
No,
He hits on you regardless of what gender you are.
still doesn't count. It's not a live
Oh,
Texas.
speaking of, I just remembered one of the mods I have installed in Skyrim has a new book. I think it's titled The Husky Argonian Butler. It's a gender-swapped version of the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Amazing.
Oh, now that you're reminding me, I'm curious how far Field goes with the annoying fan bit.
What was
Because I
that?
remember them.
You cut out a bit
the
there.
annoying fan. You know the annoying fan?
Adoring fan.
Adoring. Well,
I mean-
everyone the annoying fan. Let's be real.
No, we respect him. We love him. He's
But,
We do not.
I
You know
wonder
what?
how far with that bit Starfield, because they literally were like, yeah, let's bring this character back for Starfield and have him play the play as much as he did in Oblivion.
I don't
And
know,
I'm
because I haven't
curious as to
actually
how
played
far they.
Starfield.
I'm curious as to how far they went with the bit, because obviously the only thing I've seen is just those big presentations they've done, one of which showed the fan running up to the character. With
I never
his-
actually saw any of the presentations, so
goofy
I didn't even
looking-
know about it until people started talking about it, and I thought it was just a similar looking character. I didn't realize it's the same one. Kind of.
Yeah.
his
I mean,
name
obviously
is
it's not
same-
the-
He has the same name.
and the same voice
still find it-
actor.
I also find
nice.
it
I
funny
actually didn't
people
know
are
it was
like
the same
even
voice actor.
getting mad at Starfield for that anyways, because it's really surface level like representation, because I think the only gay characters is a single random side character and the companions.
Well, that's just Bethesda.
As
in
per
general.
Bethesda fashion,
Yeah.
all companions are bisexual.
Yep, because it's
Yep.
easier to code them as bisexual than to write unique dialogue for different genders.
And also,
Yep.
honestly, kind of less annoying for a player.
Yep.
I mean,
I
Yeah.
actually
When you-
knew
when
a
you like
guy
someone
who
and then
said
you
if
can't
it was going to
go
be
further.
realistic, then not all the characters should be bi. And I'm like, okay, but then some of them should be gay only. And we both know no one's going to be happy about that.
Also, I love trying to look up the Starfield like character LGBTQ representation, and like the fourth result is some Steam community post saying like Starfield is an RPG without gender and it's bad because of that. Like, oh, okay, sir.
Y'all really
Continue to
gonna
cope.
put 21st century gender norms and whatnot in a fucking... What year Starfield take place in?
who cares?
Like
23
25th
know, man.
century
Mass
RPG.
I mean, Mass Effect did. It's the worst part about Mass Effect, actually.
True.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you put a game out and George Bush is president.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The effects of George Bush on Mass Effect were great.
We should just have a group of people go through and mod a bunch of games to romance to make everybody bisexual.
Yeah.
See, the nice thing about Baldur's Gate 3 is everybody is bisexual, and apparently they accidentally made everyone too horny about that.
Yeah.
No, they
that's
didn't.
fucking funny.
Air quotes accidentally.
No, it was actually a bug because the relationship levels are
So
being
they
gained
say.
too quickly with the characters. That was actually unintended.
So they say.
They do say. Dennis, you've actually played D&D, haven't you?
Yeah.
No.
You would probably like Baldur's Gate 3. I've never played D&D, and I still like it. But it's literally
This
just
roller-
a D&D campaign with all the crazy
This
shit that
roller
happens.
was about to run me
I
over,
actually
and he turned
may
around
not-
and ran off. What?
Was that Dennis?
may not like it as much as you think, in the sense that random dice rolls would annoy me in a game that I paid for.
You can always just save
The
stuff.
fun of D. Well, yeah, but then that's what I did with Disco Elysium.
The
Disco
enemy's
Elysium,
roller
I
was
Dan
just
Dory
like
issue.
crazy because I'm just like I want the good outcomes for things. I don't want a dice roll to
Lizardman
ruin that
says
for me.
2333 or something. Alright, so it's a
You can
24th
actually
century
use
game.
something. There is a mechanic in Baldur's Gate 3 to like re-roll for things. So
Well,
if
still,
you don't happen to
I
get
like-
a good roll, you can just roll again.
Yeah, and it actually will
I
let
don't
you
like
prevent
it.
getting losing streaks.
I don't like when it's like a game where you're making choices and I make a choice that is, in my eyes, the correct choice, and the outcome it would give me would be the one that I would want. But because of a random dice roll, I end up getting something far worse.
Well,
because
here's
I
the
happen
thing.
to lose.
If you
Dice roll.
played a Bethesda RPG that has speech checks, it's essentially the same thing. Because you
Okay,
can
but-
Yeah, 'cause
influence the die
I
roll
max out
based on your
speech right away.
stats.
No, it's not, because I max out speech right away, and that has never affected me because it's so easy just to speech check the heck out of everything in Fallout 3 and
Well, then it's still the same thing. You just can't max it as quickly because it's different stats.
still charisma.
It's still
I max
charisma,
it
but
so
it's
quick
different
that-
checks sometimes, like a persuasion check.
But that I'm also kind of cool with too, though, because it's like there's a lot of like there's alternatives, and those are
Okay.
specifically like speech checks. The Baldur's Gate is more like, every checks. Am I right?
Well, then Dandori issue.
And you can
I like-
also
I
have other
just don't,
characters do the checks in order to get better outcomes too.
Yeah, you can actually play as different
yeah.
characters. I could have actually talked to the person I was supposed to interrogate as the woman who was actually trying to interrogate him. I chose not to because I
More
forgot I
like,
could.
Like I'm just
Well, that was quick.
like in D&D, it's not like an issue with the random dice rolls, in the sense that like we're all playing
On
D&D,
the enemy
like,
team?
having kind of signed up for this, and you have a human person DMing the situation, so you can
And they can
turn
cheat for
bad
you.
dice yeah, it's like dice rolls with a creative DM can turn into very fun scenarios. And it doesn't really feel like a low dice roll doesn't make you feel like, oh no, I need to like reload my save. It's like, okay, let's see what happens in this situation now. But it's different when it's like a video game that I'm paying for that has preset outcomes, not determined by like a human who can kind of wing it on the fly and make things fun for like a group.
Guys, I
and
think
a
we're
lot of
just-
them- A lot of them just
random-
result
Someone
in you
named
having to
Blue on
fight.
the enemy team.
basically. So
I don't know if
I
it's
wouldn't like
actually
that
Blue,
aspect
but that'd be
too
fucking
much.
funny if it was.
Well, it's a different name because
It's a
our
different
blue
name.
has apostrophes.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, one of the criticisms that I've heard about Baldur's Gate 3 is
It'd be
that
funny if it was.
failing like checks and stuff just usually results in, combat encounter. There's not really anything particularly, imaginative or creative. It's just like you failed the check, here, go fight these people you were talking to a second ago. I don't know how widespread that may or may not be because I haven't played the game yet. But that's what I've heard.
It's from last game. One of their rollers was about to run me over with his roller, and instead of running me over, he fucking turned around and tried to run away from me.
Coward.
Yeah, a change of heart.
I just instantly killed him with the Luna Blaster.
Power of the
Well,
moon.
you know, that was a war crime.
Good.
You're going to jail.
Lizman does have a point that D&D is more in imagination and quick thinking. I don't know. I need to play more of the game. I'm just kind of waiting until I'm back on my meds so I can actually focus a little better. Because
Yeah, I need to get it.
playing a big RPG like that is very difficult when I have unmedicated ADHD. I've actually been talking to Xeno about this. Xeno has ADD, which essentially means we have the same disorder. The only difference is that I have a lot of extra energy with my attention issues. But he has done a lot of different stuff in his life versus mine. He went to a different school that was a little, not necessarily stricter, but it had different, Actually, wait, Xeno's in the call. He can actually explain that better if he wants to. But, like, he has discipline. I don't. He has control over his ADD because he's had years to learn it. I never had to because I was medicated. So when I'm off my medicine, I just flounder because I don't know what to do. I don't have that training, that practice. Xeno's not actually medicated for his ADD.
I used to be.
And see, I don't actually remember that, but I never had a reason to pay attention to your medications.
Yep.
But, like, there are times where I actually wish I could be like Xeno, where I had that discipline, and I can learn it, but I'm starting now when I'm almost 30. Because I never had a reason to be disciplined in my life. And I think I can actually blame my grandma for that, funnily enough. A lot of problems in our lives can be blamed on our grandma.
To give you guys an idea of what my school was like growing up, I went to the same school from preschool all the way up to sophomore year in high school before transferring to the high school that my brother went to.
Who's your brother?
Like,
Oh, I don't think we've met.
oh, okay. The thing is, the high school, or I should say just the school that I went to, we were doing college level work by 5th grade. Like actual college level work by 5th grade.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. It was extremely, extremely hard. But they do give you the tools to be able to handle that level of work and that kind of work at a young age.
I would not have done well there.
Yeah, no.
I actually probably would have been diagnosed with
very,
anxiety
very
disorder much earlier in my life had I gone there.
Emma.
I shouldn't think I
Hammer
mentioned
down.
that. I do have an anxiety disorder, but I never was medicated for it because I wanted therapy, not medication, because I was worried the medication would change my personality. But I never had therapy for my ADHD. I was medicated for it, and I'm still medicated. So I struggle without it, because I don't have what Xeno had. Because he learned how to weaponize it, and I'm only just now learning how to do that.
They are attacking our base. We are under fucking attack.
I know exactly what meme you're
We're
referencing.
under siege.
We're in a tight spot, Master. We're fucking under attack.
Spike,
Yes.
I like it when you call me master.
I don't like this conversation anymore. I don't like this conversation anymore.
Let's change the subject.
It's Germany.
Yes.
There's someone in our
Germany?
base. We are fucking
No.
under attack.
This is Sparta.
No. This is Patrick.
The epic memes. Here's a Reddit gold for you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger.
I find it funny that I think it's the PSP version of the 300 game is actually pretty decent.
I also choose this guy's wife.
I know that. Sometimes Reddit is pretty good. Most of the time it's not, but sometimes it is.
Because, yeah.
Don't mind me just gonna accuse an innocent guy of terrorism.
Listen, man, I am so sorry that I'm not keeping up with chat. It's so hard when you have so many people on the call like this. I apologize. I am trying to keep up. I'm doing my best here.
I find it funny the amount
I'm
of like
fighting for my
random
fucking
PSP
life.
versions of like console tie-in games that were way better than their console counterparts.
Well, to reply to Lozaman's last thing is that I actually did deal with people who thought that I was being lazy. In fact, I actually got gaslit into thinking I was being lazy, and I discovered ADHD paralysis, or ADHD block. So, I actually learned that the reason why I don't fucking do shit that I say I'm going to do isn't because I'm lazy, it's because my disorder makes it very difficult to actually get anything done. So, I did deal with that. And yeah, another funny thing about the 300 movie, it's not accurate. Oh. It's not accurate to what happened, and it's not accurate to how the Spartans act, because if it was accurate, the Spartans would be a lot gayer.
Is it accurate to
Yeah.
the comic book that it was based off of?
No,
That's
I don't
sad.
think so.
So
I do know
I
it's
think
not
it was
accurate to
Indiana
what
Jones.
happened.
The other PSP game I'm like mentioning is that Indiana Jones, I think it was the Staff of Kings or something, is really fucking bad on the Wii and PS2, but the PSP version's actually like pretty fucking good.
You know, I
I'll have to
think
look
they
into
should have
that. I
released
love the PSP,
Oblivion
and I would love to
PSP.
get some more PSP games.
Yeah, I'd recommend, again, I think it was Staff of Kings, it might have been a different game, but
I know what
recommend
game
the
you're thinking of,
PSP
because we
one.
almost bought it at one point. For Wii.
Yeah, I'd actually recommend that one.
I am going to get so many items here. Now stronger horse.
Wow.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick since level's changed. Beer beat.
Are there no new clothes or something?
We all know the real Spartans are the ones from Halo.
No, that's a stretch and a hydrate. Alright. Oh. Oh, that felt good. Oh, I need to do that more often. And I'll take care of that hydrate. Yeah. I have points. I can get some extra cards. I think you guys can hear Bandit being a cheap.
No, turn them up.
He's very loud. I don't think
I'm
I
back.
can turn him up. It's in
Okay, well, I want you to turn them up. You have to do what I say.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Since when?
Since,
Now.
yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah, it was Staff of Kings. Goes for about like 20 bucks CIB.
Yeah, I might pick it up
Sorry.
at some point.
Yeah,
I'd
there's
rather
actually a
have
couple
the
new copies
Amulet
for
of
40.
Kings.
Who was Kings?
I've been... Don't fucking say that.
Don't.
Don't say that.
Okay. Is it bad?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know.
Okay. That's why I'm being serial with you.
Cancel him now.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I will forgive him. because I don't believe that this was said with any sort of animosity or maliciousness.
I genuinely don't even remember where I heard it.
I believe you, Spike.
I don't
I
even know what
know
it means.
you're a good man. What a rotten way to die.
I'm just going to assume that I should not have said it, and I will move on.
I forgive you, Spike,
Thank you.
because to err is human, and forgive divine. And if there's anything that I am, it is godly and godlike. Worship me. Worship me. I'm telling you, do it.
Yes, honey. I didn't mean to say honey. Wait a minute. I meant to say something else. God damn it.
I don't like that as much as master, but it's okay.
It just kind of slipped out. God damn it. Alright, the lobby's open. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Like, yeah, fucking accidentally called the teacher like mom.
Honey, I'm home. Let's all stare at Dennis. Oh, never mind.
What?
What?
You
know what you
one thing
did.
I just remembered from
I didn't.
Starfield is there's an NPC called the Hunter who, if you ever get a fucking bounty on he'll come after you. The problem is he spawns in the middle of cities. Like, that's his general place, is he hangs out in cities because he's also an NPC you can talk to. So if you have a bounty on you, he'll just start fucking attacking you in the middle of a city. He's level 30 and is an essential NPC, and whenever he gets back up from being down as an essential NPC, he'll start attacking you again. He's unkillable, and anytime he attacks you, companions will get dislike points on you, so you can just fucking lose companions because this jackass keeps attacking you for no reason.
Why would Todd do this?
He's also bugged out to not stop attacking you even if you paid off the bounty.
That sounds like Bethesda.
I don't know. That sounds a little bit worse than usual, to be honest.
Actually, it does sound worse than usual now that I think about it.
Yeah, with my brief time playing, I literally had to fucking disable his NPC so he stopped attacking me.
Wow. Maybe you should be a good person next time, and you shouldn't accrue a bounty.
Wow. I hope someone got fired for that blunder.
You can't fire Todd. He specifically asked for the most annoying NPC mechanic ever.
Also, Lizard Man
Last
asks
added a witness.
Dennis the Menace. Yeah, everyone called Dennis that in high school, and I seem to remember Dennis did not like that. I wonder if I could ask him.
I don't know.
But speaking of Dennis the Menace, I find it funny that two entirely different comic strips came out around the same time with the same name and same concept.
I think it was like actually the exact same day. It debuted on the exact same day.
I think you're right. There's a TV show based off of one of them, and I don't know which one it is.
Is it an American TV show or a British TV show?
I don't know. I
feel
think
like-
it's American.
Is it a TV
I
show?
feel like that coincidence isn't that too far-fetched when you think about it. Because, I mean, one's American, one's British. They're both the kings of stealing things from each other. So, like,
And it was the
do the math on that
1950s.
one.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Oh, yeah, the,
remembers his name, Croissant.
The other dumb
Awesome.
mechanic I just remembered too is for bounties in Starfield they added a like witness system. So if you kill all the witnesses, the bounty goes away. The
Well, that was
problem
in Skyrim.
is
This
essential.
is the thing.
Oh, I see. Well, the problem is the I don't know if this was a problem in Skyrim either, but the essential NPCs will permanently be set as a witness, and they're fucking everywhere because of the Bethesda game.
In
Yeah,
Skyrim,
but-
horses are counted as NPCs and they count as witnesses.
You know,
Amazing.
I think that's really turning me off from really wanting to play Starfield is I swear every single time anyone starts talking about the game, the first thing they say is the main story sucks, takes about 8 hours, and then the game's good. And I don't know why this is an effective way to try to sell people on playing your game.
Yeah, it's not like if the game gets good after the like 8 hour story, then maybe it's bad.
I
See,
said, I said
I
80.
kind of just ignore the
Not
main
80.
story in
80, yeah.
Skyrim. I do everything except the main story.
Yeah, because I think
the main story
at
in
least from
Skyrim
time
is
to
okay.
complete.
Oh no, the main story
Like-
of Skyrim is actually perfectly fine. I just ignore it so I can do everything else.
Like everyone
Yeah,
that's I hear talk about the game is like game gets good after you beat it, and I'm like, so what's the point then?
Yeah, I
really,
think
since
I would like for it
beaten
to be
it-
good while I am playing it.
I kind of use
least
the main quest as like an endpoint for Skyrim. Like I'll play it for a bit, and then when I want to
Yeah.
stop playing, then I'll do the main quest. Because I mean, I've
So,
already
like-
done almost everything in the game multiple times, so
Yeah, and like the main issue with that too is Starfield's main campaign, at least according to the average time to beat on the Xbox app itself, is 18 hours for the main campaign. So it's 18 hours to apparently get to when the game gets good.
That's not counting all the time you're doing all good stuff and whatnot.
Well,
Yeah,
mean-
that's just if you blaze through the main campaign. Still an 18-hour game.
Well, actually, the one disappointment too that I found was like traveling between like planets and stuff is not like you actually physically fly to them, but you just points on a map and then you load in there.
Yeah, it's because the whole
And I
planet's
don't know
not
why
open.
that's such a waste.
I mean, I can kind of
it's,
understand that though.
The maps themselves, when you land in the location, it's set up like Skyrim, so there's actual world boundaries, so you can't export the whole world from a location.
Well,
Isn't it also
I mean,
procedurally generated? Like if you
Yeah,
land somewhere that's
it's
not a
randomized.
town, it's procedural. So it's more like it's kind of like Arena, Elder Scrolls Arena. 'cause
Daggerfall, not a or is it both?
No, it was Arena because in Arena, if you left, you had to fast travel to cities in Arena. You couldn't actually travel from one city to the next by foot because that stuff didn't actually exist. The wilderness was just procedurally generated stuff. Daggerfall, I believe, it's not procedurally generated. I don't know if it was like just like generated during development because like Oblivion's landscape wasn't handcrafted. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
but,
It's
like-
pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, well, Morrowind's was.
got over 500 dungeons, all handcrafted.
Well, that's a little bit different. They had like this prefab thing. It's just like different
Yeah.
sections stuck together.
Yeah.
But
Todd
so
Howard choosing
What I
his
was
favorite
saying-
section of generic cave.
yeah, so Arena, you can't travel between areas. There's a space around a city that's just essentially empty landscape, and it's pretty much just completely featureless. And enemies will randomly spawn and try to attack you at night. I think that Starfield is similar to that, except there's actual boundaries. I don't know if I think Arena's just looped on itself. Like if you walked in one direction, you would eventually, come across the city again, or some shit like that.
I do still want to play Arena and Daggerfall at some point because I never actually sat down and played them.
Why not? If you play Daggerfall, I'd actually recommend this person who's working on I think it's done
Unity
or close
port.
to done, but someone's making a source port.
Yeah,
Yes,
on
Daggerfall Unity.
Steam, if you install
Unity.
Luxtorpedia, if you install Daggerfall by selecting Luxtorpedia instead of Proton, it'll actually download and install Daggerfall Unity instead and set it up for you.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's pretty good.
Yeah, because Daggerfall is a bit hard to play on modern hardware, even with DOS
Does
blocks.
it?
Yeah,
Is there like a thing that like makes dungeons not just the worst thing ever?
no idea.
Okay, because Daggerfall's dungeons are just like horrifyingly complex. Like it's got a 3D map, and if you look at the 3D map of a completed dungeon, it's just like
weird.
it's a horrible maze. And well, quests are timed in Daggerfall,
Oh
like all of them.
Oh God.
God.
I don't
But
like
this is
that.
this is another game where you have to fast travel everywhere. Like I think literally the first quest after you get out of the tutorial dungeon is to deliver a letter to some noblewoman, and that quest is timed. And if you don't do it in that time limit, you will lock yourself out of the main quest immediately.
Wonderful.
Timed quests are the worst in RPGs.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they do have a place. I just think that it shouldn't lock you out of content, and I think it should be relatively reasonable to do while also being able to do other stuff.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I feel like if you, like, fail the timer or something, instead of locking you out of the quest completely, it just diminishes your rewards or punishes you in some other way.
Makes the NPC call you a naughty, naughty boy.
Like, holy fuck, you're really late.
Pizza time. I'm not paying for that.
Like, Fallout 1 had a time limit, 2 time limits, technically.
Yeah.
But it's
albeit
relatively,
good luck getting to the second time limit.
Well, that's post-patch, because originally when it was released,
Yeah,
it was
originally.
actually actual time limit instead of being like 13 years or something like that.
Yeah. I get why they patched it, because
Because it's kind of lame.
Like, explore.
Like,
Yeah.
one
First
time limit,
limit's fine.
yeah. The second
And it's
time
really
limit,
lenient.
but it'll still, but the time limit, even though it doesn't fail you, it'll still give you bad endings for each individual
Yeah.
settlement if it goes on too long.
Like, the first time limit's fine, because it's understandable. It's basically forcing you to do the tutorials.
Plus, you can get it extended, but that
Yeah.
also has a cost.
I
like
really
100
do need
day
to sit
extension
down
on
and
it.
play Fallout 1 and 2 at some point. There are actually people who have
Yeah.
told me to just ignore them and go straight for Fallout 3 onwards.
I mean, I can understand that because for a lot of people, Fallout 1 and 2 might be difficult to get into. I don't think you'll have that problem.
I absolutely
But-
will not. I adore
Yeah.
those kinds of games.
Exactly. So I mean, but other
I'm just
people,
bad at them.
I can understand it.
I
Like,
love
I can admit
crunchy,
Fallout 1 is a really
dated
good game,
PC
but bad.
games. Despite the fact that I have very little, like, history with those kinds of games, they remind me of the UI version of NetHack that I grew up playing, with all those windows and toolbars and whatnot, or tooltips things. So, like, I love games that remind me of NetHack. That's why I love Morrowind, because of all the different windows that pop up when you right-click. That reminds me of a game that I adored as a kid.
I like Morrowind because you can chug a dozen potions and make your strength, intelligence, whatever, like 1,000,000.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So I have a question about what happens if you increase your intelligence and then make a potion.
The potion gets stronger.
So what happens if you daisy chain making intelligence increasing potions?
Do you remember that screenshot I sent you?
Was that the result of that?
Yes, that's what I was doing. I was making
Okay.
a potion, chugging it, making another potion. You don't even have to leave the the inventory screen. And there's this place in well, I mean, it's not going to matter, but it's Sadrith Mora, where you can buy ingredients to increase your intelligence from a guy. You can just stand right in front of him, doing this, buying more ingredients, and that'll happen.
I don't know why that guy thought that he blocked me. I just walked around the fucking splash wall.
And that is why Morrowind is the best one.
I do like Morrowind. I need to play more. I've played more of Morrowind than I have of Oblivion. Oblivion is harder for me to get into because everyone sneers at me because I play Oregonian.
And to be fair, people do that in Morrowind as well.
Yeah, but they don't visibly sneer. They just...
That's
verbally.
true. But if you're Argonian, even with if you're not a member of the Telvanni house, if you go up to their lands, everybody's got like a what you call it? Shit, like a meter. Their affection meter. God damn it, I can't think of the word. But they've got like 25, and so everybody will like insult you when you talk to them. They're like, you know why you have no friends? It's because you're a bad person. It's like, you guys sell slaves to people. What are you talking about? I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
It's a personality stat, by the way. I think.
Right, I know. Yeah, the personality. Well, I'm not talking about the personality stat. I'm talking about like each individual, like,
I think it's actually called a relationship meter.
yeah, that. Of course, I wouldn't know that because I've never had one of those. So,
Oh,
but anyway, people in Morrowind are very rude. But the thing is,
Sarah.
unlike in every single other one, you can kill everybody in the game.
Well,
Yep.
until the thread of prophecy or whatever is severed.
You can kill everybody in the game.
Yeah, but then the thread of prophecy is severed.
You can still beat the game even if you kill plot critical NPCs.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't do that in Oblivion. They set it up for taking that into account.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's called having essential NPCs, and it sucks.
I still like Fallout New Vegas, just adding that as an actual option. You can still kill the guy.
Something on my eyelash.
The
You
only
can still
character
kill Yes
in
Man, but it'll just spawn back in.
yeah, that's like that's an acceptable way of dealing with the problem.
And
Give us a robot that can just come
Excuses
back.
too is, yeah, he's a robot. He just puts his AI in another Securitron. Because there's like endless supply of Securitrons.
But I do think that Oblivion was a little bit better than Skyrim in the essential NPC regard because one, I think there were fewer essential NPCs.
There were way fewer.
And also the NPCs that are essential aren't frickin' annoying.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like everybody in
Like-
Skyrim is not everybody, but like 90 I don't know. A lot of people in Skyrim are just assholes, and there's nothing you can do to stop them from being assholes, and you can't even kill them.
Speaking of, there's a very plot important quest to Beyond Skyrim Bruma, one of the mods I have, that involves NPCs that are all marked as essential. However, unless you have a really high speech stat, you're going to fail a speech check that actually would give you a good ending for the main quest. So, no matter what, unless you have a high speech stat, and leveling speech in Skyrim is almost impossible. So, you just
But if you got a
automatically gonna
lot of
fail
money-
that. However, the mod actually has a stage of the quest where you can kill the NPCs, and characters will react to it if you make it happen. But they're marked as essential, so you can't actually do it unless you cheat.
That's lame. I mean, you could just
There's a
like
brush in her back. Yeah, it's middle now. You ran
use
off.
trainers, I guess.
Well, speech
lame.
is almost a useless skill in Skyrim because you can't really tell if you're going to succeed at a speech check.
And
Also, there's two very hard speech checks in the entire game, and one of them is in the fucking start. When you're talking to the guard outside of Whiterun, the persuasion check is a very hard one.
really, I don't think I've ever. Well, I probably just do the one that just automatically succeeds.
Well, the funny thing is,
then
Simki, you can
isn't
actually
the other
avoid the
one-
main quest for quite some time.
Isn't the other one the
Oh, yeah.
the gatekeeper at the college?
Yeah, they're the two very hard skill checks in the game.
Yeah, I think the one I'm talking
Or
about in Beyond
speech.
Skyrim is actually a very hard one. Because you need a speech stat
Yeah.
of 75 in order to pass it, and mine was like 66
Yeah.
at the time.
Because Bethesda clearly didn't care about the speech stat at all.
Nope.
Well, it's almost impossible to level without the trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's not too many. I hate how they did the training in Skyrim and Oblivion personally, just because they made a bunch of skills that are kind of just tedious to do, but then they had they limit the amount of times you can train per level.
Yeah.
And I don't know about Oblivion, but Skyrim has the class system of the trainers. So you can actually expend the use of a trainer if you get too high of a level in the stat.
Oh yeah, all of them do that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
in Morrowind, at the
So-
very least, you can train indefinitely. There's no limit on how many
Well,
times you can train per level.
Probably one of the funnier things in Skyrim is then one of the ways you can farm destruction levels is by just standing in a forge, because the fire effect there is counted as you casting destruction.
I didn't
So
know
you can
that.
literally continually light yourself on fire, and it will level your destruction.
In the intro bit when I think his name is Hadvar is following you, I think it's either one of the people you can follow in the beginning.
Yeah.
You can't kill them, and they will never turn hostile until after they leave your group. So you can just indefinitely train one-handed, two-handed, or archery on them.
Yeah, I've kind
Yeah.
of sort of done a little bit of that. Get bored though.
NX battles today.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And then in Oblivion, you could level up Sneak by sneaking in the corner of your cell before the guards come in.
Really?
Yeah, because you know the dude in the cell opposite of you, the dark elf dude who insults you.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just crouch walk in the into the corner, and you'll level up your sneak skill.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Because you're technically stealthing away from him.
Yep. And I think it even persists until the guards come
Ow.
into your room.
So you can just farm speech for a few seconds.
Sneak, but yes.
There's, yeah, sneak.
Well, I mean, you can do it
Yeah, I need to
indefinitely.
play more
Because until you
Oblivion.
until you stand in the corner of the room like they tell you to, they won't come in. They won't even open the door, and they'll still be out of sight from you.
I really do need to play more Oblivion.
Same.
I mean, there's two things about Oblivion that haven't aged well, and that's the people's faces and the leveling system.
I've heard
the game
that. The
itself.
faces never really looked right to me anyways, especially the poor elves. The elves really got the short stick in Oblivion.
Oh yeah,
I find the weird faces in Oblivion charming, so it's not really an issue.
yeah, I'm cool with them, but the leveling just blows because it's the exact same as Morrowind, but they added level scaling. So it's very easy if you're just playing and not specifically training up your stats to become outclassed by literally everything. At the very least, you can turn down the difficulty, but it's still really annoying.
I actually usually play Bethesda RPGs at lower difficulties because I do not play them for the challenge. I play them for the immersion.
And most of the time, the challenge is just you take more damage, enemies take less damage anyway.
Which I don't really find to be engaging or fun.
It's not, especially not in Skyrim where you got freaking
I
higher
have
level
actually
bandits.
gotten murked by enemies in Skyrim on the easiest difficulty, even at a high level.
Like those like the bandits, like the bandit plunderers and marauders just take an ungodly amount of damage. The
Xeno
sorcerers.
can attest to this. In Beyond Skyrim Bruma, there was a bandit that I had to kill as part of the main quest, and the specific bandit leader I had to kill was such a high level compared to me. When I was at 75% health, if she attacked me, it would be a finisher and kill me instantly.
Jesus.
Honestly, the
That shit was
finishers,
funny.
the finishers were kind of bullshit in Skyrim. Like,
What
Yeah,
I had
I've
to
never
do was
liked
I had
the
to
finishers.
constantly keep my health above 90% and just stagger her as much as I could. I had to down so many stamina potions and other things, and I kept boosting them.
Play the main. I don't like finishers, especially in Fallout 4, because of the fact that stim packs take time to heal you. So even if you're healing back to like full, NPC can finish you off,
yeah, Skyrim does the same thing.
and like while you have fucking max health.
I don't like finishers because I tend to delay healing, so I prefer to heal at low health, so that way I can actually maximize how I'm using my potions. So I have a tendency to die to a finisher before I realize I'm at low health.
There's one more
Yeah.
thing that some of the Skyrim does that I just absolutely despise. Enemy mages and spellcasters. They have infinite magicka, so they can
Oh
cast
god, yeah.
infinite spells. And they also love to have, like, when you're at higher levels, you have, like, your high-level mages do those area of effect ice spells, which can and will one-shot you at, like, no matter how much health you have, it seems.
Well,
And the fact that
oh,
they can't run out of magicka makes that just, like, unbearable to me.
usually what ends up happening with me is they will just cast frostbite on me and constantly slow me down, and I will just slowly run towards them, back them into a corner, and they'll just still be hitting me with frostbite until I'm right up in their face, and then I do a strength attack.
Yeah, it's not them that I'm talking about, though. It's the ones who cast Ice Storm, the big, like, ball of ice that just goes through walls and one-shots you.
That one I don't think I've ever actually
Yeah.
seen.
I know for a fact that if you've ever done Meridia's quest, and you've gone through the crypts, at the very end you have to fight that necromancer dude. He loves that spell.
I think that may have been what killed me when I did the quest the first time. What is with all the 10 times battles? We got a toe muncher on the enemy team.
Kill him.
Well, it's a good thing we're all wearing boots.
Can y'all like not put your fetishes in? Thank you, Zeno.
Finish that sentence.
What was that?
Can we not what now?
Put your fetishes in your like names and whatnot in a kid's game.
No,
Does that include
I
me?
will actually explicitly draw things related to this for all to see, and then wonder why people complaining about me on Twitter.
Help, I'm being canceled. I've never been canceled on Twitter. I'm a good boy.
I've never been canceled either because I haven't done much.
Yet.
Okay, it's time to get canceled on Blueski.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zeno's on Blue Sky, Sorrow's on Blue Sky, I'm on Blue Sky, Ball's on Blue Sky.
Blueski.
Dennis, you're next.
Dun dun dun.
I'm joining. Okay.
You're what?
I'm not joining Blue Sky. I made Twitter tolerable enough for myself, and
Blue Sky is actually
gonna-
very,
really well.
very tolerable. You can cultivate your feed so much better than you can on Twitter.
I've cultivated my feed with a special thing called a blue blocker.
Well, Blue Sky doesn't
gonna-
have blues.
I'm gonna
Damn,
give you a
Blue's
code
already
and
been
then I'm
banned from
gonna
Blue
guilt
Sky.
trip you into making an account.
Where you see, when everyone on Blue Sky is blue, then no one will be blue.
Blue Sky is actually like... It needs some work because it's still technically in beta, but the vibes are really good.
Can I go to the website and click create account and then be on this website?
It's still in beta, you need an invite code.
So you're saying I can't click a button that says create account?
You can if you have
And
an
just-
invite code.
and simply log in with my own username and password.
It is in beta, you need an invite code and then you can do that. I can give you an invite code in 9 days.
You know what?
Blueski
There's
is
There's
an
like 3 other
exclusive
social
club
media sites.
for cool people.
It is in beta, Dennis. What part of that do you not
There's
understand?
there's like 3 other social media sites that I can name right now that, while aren't officially in like a beta, they're in active development because they're still developing features to
Active
make them a true
development does
competitor.
not mean in beta. It means they are still being actively...
Well, they've had
Everything.
several years for them to develop Blue Sky, and all they've come up with is Twitter clone. So they might want to get out
Yeah,
of
and
that
that's
beta
exactly
really
what
Yeah,
I
'cause that's
wanted
what
because I
people
happened to
wanted.
like Twitter when it wasn't shitty.
Okay, but you need to think outside the box.
No, you don't. Just give me the social media site I'm already using, but without Musk.
Look,
Did we
Blueski-
forget that we hated Twitter when Jack was in charge of it?
Jack is not in charge of Blue Sky. He actually doesn't do anything because his team won't even listen to him in the first place.
look, I'll tell you why Blueski is not even good.
He also doesn't
can't-
own Blue Sky.
You
He's
can't
only on
post
the
a
board
video.
because it's...
His videos at the height.
Jack Dorsey, though,
can't-
does not own Blue Sky. He's only on the board of the directors, and he actually spends more time on Twitter than Blue Sky, complaining that people on Blue Sky won't listen to him.
I mean, that's fine, but Blue Sky is basically modeled off of, hey, what if this was Jack's Twitter again?
Well,
Except you can't post a video. What's the point?
I'm just saying, like, I don't like Jack Dorsey, but he doesn't actually get to say what's going on Blue Sky, so he might as well not even be involved, because he really isn't in the first place.
Spike, would you would you
Yes? What are you trying to say?
Val, are you okay?
I think Val's finally lost it.
I don't lose, motherfucker.
You
If
know?
you ever insinuate that again, the only thing that's gonna be blue is your face when I strangle the life out of you.
So you were saying, what are you trying to get my attention for?
I don't know.
Okay.
You ever have a dream where you are one and you
You are when you.
I love that the kid actually came back as an adult to finally say what he was trying to say.
What was he trying to say?
I don't remember. Squidward.
Okay, well maybe you should come back when you do remember, huh?
I'll come back when
It
I'm
was
a little
a warning.
richer.
a grim warning of their
When you're a
future
little
impending doom.
richer.
Come back when
Oil,
you're.
rope,
Sorry, Link.
bombs.
I don't
You want
give
it?
credit.
It's yours, my friend. As long as you
Yo.
have enough rupees.
Who's playing
Love,
that game? The one that's gonna be like that, except probably maybe not bad. Whatever it's
Ariette, I
called.
think it's called.
Oh yeah, that one.
I'm gonna be streaming it
Okay.
when it comes out.
What game?
Sounds making a spiritual successor to Link Legend of Zelda CDI.
Oh no.
Yeah, except
And
it's actually good.
It's probably going to be
actually
pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
It actually
You
is
say
going to
except
feature
it's
the
actually
voice
good.
actors of Link and Zelda in it after they've
Yeah, they got
like,
the original
gotten
voice
much
actors
older.
back.
You say except it's actually good, as if the originals weren't timeless masterpieces.
They aren't timeless masterpieces, Dennis.
They feature the only successful king of Hyrule in the entire Legend of Zelda franchise, so
Yeah, and you'll notice
Like
that they
that.
never did that again. So
Well, they weren't
Apparently
even
that
made
was
by
a
Nintendo, so Nintendo didn't even orchestrate that.
Someone.
if it wasn't,
wow.
if it wasn't made by a
Nintendo's
Nintendo,
holding the king of Hyrule back.
listen, if it wasn't made by Nintendo, why was it on a Nintendo console?
It wasn't on a Nintendo console.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Isn't the
Yeah, it was.
Nintendo CDI?
The CDI is not a Nintendo console
Then why is
So
Zelda
why
on
was
it?
it? Yeah.
because they got the license. Because it was a partnership.
So what you're saying is that it's a subsidiary of Nintendo.
No, it's Philips, the fucking
So I don't-
electronics company.
Who the heck is
Philtendo.
Philtendo. Oh
Philip.
wait, it's the uncle who works at Nintendo.
Oh my God, we found him.
We found him.
It's Philtendo.
Spike, I'm gonna jump to you. Don't die. Don't let
Ain't
me
that
die.
dude
More
at
and
all
more.
those? Ain't that all the dude? That dude at all them Microsoft conferences?
The Microsoft. And Gary
Yeah,
Station.
that Philip guy.
There's no such thing as a Gary station. What the fuck are you talking about?
There is now. There's no such thing
No,
as
there isn't.
Microsoft.
Yes, there is.
Google Microsoft. It's founded by Bill Gates.
Why would he call it Microsoft if his name is Bill?
It's his middle name.
Oh, okay.
So I love someone had to fucking upload the video on YouTube. It was Moshu reading the entire Bible using sentence mashing. The video was fucking 83 hours long.
Jesus Christ.
Finally, a new generation will experience the scriptures as they were meant to be heard.
God, like, why? How could someone just sit there and do that? Because if that's 83 hours long, it took at least that much time to make it.
Oh, I'm sure it took a lot
that-
longer than that.
I know.
Imagine
like-
how much time it took to upload it.
8,300
render it.
Imagine how
hours.
big it is. That probably needed like
Yeah,
a whole
just-
terabyte hard drive.
Ooh, that's what she
Couldn't they
said.
have just cheated and used like an AI like?
No,
No,
they
but that's not as
they
funny.
specifically didn't. They,
Yeah,
like,
they
specifically
specifically
are like-
used sentence mashing. It wasn't AI generated. They specifically said they used sentence mashing, and you could tell.
Oh, I'm being like the actual. This is like someone speaking, like they recorded a person.
It's
No,
Morshu
the-
from
what? Sentence.
Faces of
You know
Evil.
how
yeah,
sentence
yeah,
mashing works, right?
Like, no. Are you?
Oh,
wait,
sentence
are you-
mashing
Are
is-
you saying they combined his voice lines to create new? You mean?
Yeah, they sentence mash his voice lines like you do in a YouTube poop.
I feel like we cheated and are lying about it and did like
No, you can
AI.
very clearly tell. You can't get that result from AI. AI will
Yeah,
smooth
it's
it
very
out.
obviously sentence mashing.
Dennis, I understand your trepidation here, but prophets are always doubted in their own time.
You're right. I'm sorry for doubting the Lord.
Can't
Yes.
believe you doubted our Lord and Savior Moshu.
Morshu. There's an R.
Rich
Moshore.
No shoe.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
I wanna play the Zelda CDI games
Yes.
someday.
The guy
I
from
should probably
Phoenix
just
Wright
emulate
Ace
them, but,
Attorney.
like,
Detective Dick Gumshoe, aka Detective.
Detective Cock Gumshoe.
You could have just called him Dick and it would have worked just fine. Why did you change his name to Cock? You could have still called him Dick.
Because I said that before, that's why.
Oh, okay.
And I'm all out of gumshoe.
I'm all out of cum.
I'm gonna crack open the Capitol building and steal all the cum.
The plot of National Treasure 3.
I was about to make that joke. God damn it. I didn't say it.
There's no punchline. It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
serious
Bend
about
over.
this.
Spread them.
God, I never know what kind of bullshit we're gonna be up to in these streams.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
when
bullshit.
Ball's
I
here.
never hit you. You act like I'm special. Do you think I'm special?
Yes.
Okay.
There is just a certain level of unhingedness that comes out of the combination of us five.
Yeah.
And then there's Chunky.
He's dead.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
He's dead.
DK. Chunky's dead.
Oh,
DK.
nice. That guy just
Chunky
survived a
Ball is
direct
dead.
hit with a rocket launcher.
Sunspots.
Okay.
Okay.
Solar
Well, if
radiation.
the sun helps you with your speed run.
It's
That
that
was
solar
Mario
radiation.
64, by the way, not Donkey Kong 64. That's assuming that's actually like what happened, because that was the only explanation they could think of.
Yeah, because weren't they like, wasn't it like an old one where they were playing it on like an actual N64, like pretty clearly?
Yeah, and they were able to verify the guy was not cheating, even though what happened would normally only happen if you're cheating. So the only other explanation
Yeah.
is that the sun just flipped a byte.
It was a ghost.
Yeah, because like old like SVHS footage, you can't really like cheat on that, especially when you have the console in view.
Darn. I was hoping we were gonna win.
We gave it our all, but we failed. We came so far.
Like
We
it's no Mario 64
that's not how-
speedrunners.
Shit, I screwed it up. Never mind. Just kill me.
Okay, well,
But Mario
okay, I
64
will.
speedrunners have to wait for the sun to work with them.
Oh, Zeno, do you think my birthday cake is still good? 'Cause I kind of want to finish that cake
Really?
off.
I mean, you had, what, the second to last slice, like, last night?
Yeah, it tasted fine.
It's probably still good. I mean, it's the last slice, so it's up to you if you want to throw it out or not.
I don't want to throw it out. I want to eat it.
Eat it.
What kind of cake goes bad after 4 days?
The cake kind.
Man, this party sure is great, but I wish we could find all the gamers here.
Shut the fuck up.
Can we just talk about how so many gamer comics have just aged like fucking milk?
Don't mess with
Oh, yeah.
gamers.
They targeted gamers. Trans Fry and NB
Gay
Shimmer,
big man.
or Shiver and Gay Big Man. Okay.
Oh,
And
God.
zeros. What a good group.
It really would have been amazing if one of them was just like named Todd or something. I'm actually kind of disappointed it's not just some regular ass name.
I love the
Player.
I love the one photo of like a bunch of like Pet Finder, I think it was. It was like 4 chihuahuas. It was like Death, Famine, War, and Stinky Tom.
Well, to be fair, you know, You three have weird fucking names, and I've got a normal one, so we make up for it.
One of us is literally named Dennis.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking name.
Hey, who the heck is that?
What a
Yeah,
weirdo.
Dennis.
Dennis.
I like the
Wait, gay big man has big manta ray as his tag.
I like the screenshot
He
of
has
a
what?
Discord call, where in the call it was Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, Applejack, Fluttershy, and Richard Nixon.
Oh, that tricky dick.
And then every time I see that, I'm always reminded of one of the best jokes from Earthbound. There's 3 characters wearing ponchos and sombreros. You talk to the first one, I'm Pincho. You talk to the second one, I'm Poncho. You talk to the third one, I'm Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
Which they kind of reference in Undertale with the line of 4 Temmies, where the first 3 introduce themselves as, "Hi, my name is Temmy, and this is my friend Temmy," and the 4th one says, "Hello, my name is Bob."
Well,
Is Bob going to take over YouTube?
God, that is a fucking ancient meme, Dennis. Where did that come
Oh
from?
god, I just remembered that now. Fucking hell. Google Plus.
I'm
thing.
28 years old, okay? I'm old.
God, I
I'm
remember
older than
Google
you.
Plus
Don't
was
joke about that.
coming around.
I turned 30 next
I know,
year.
you're
You know
like-
how weird that
I
is
know,
for
you're
me?
like-
oh, I'm
Yeah, you're
so
like-
old. I'm 30 years old, and I'm already in the retirement home.
Val, I hope when you turn 30, you shit your pants immediately.
Spike, I will shove it down your throat.
Al turns 30 and then ages to 2000.
You know what? When I'm 2,000 years old, I'm coming for you.
Very slowly, I'd imagine.
I'm gonna whack you with. You know, if I'm living till 2000, nothing can stop me. You
For a
understand
brief
that, right?
moment, I thought you meant the year.
Yeah, certainly.
Time is gonna loop because of me. That's
Val
right.
can,
It's gonna go
Val
back to
can no
0
longer
and then
die.
go
He
up
lived
to
past his
2000.
death date.
I'm starting a new timeline here.
Can the new
Val has
timeline
to
have
wait for it to loop
dragons?
back to 2000 to die.
Yes, yes, it does.
Ugh. Give me a Harvey Birdman joke. I know exactly what joke you're referring to. I love that joke, Lizard Man. So what are you guys, homeless? Oh, we're from the future. Yeah, the far-flung year of 2002. Checks calendar, 2004. The funny thing is, that's not actually the year that the Jetsons takes place in, but it was a commentary on the future. Because if I remember correctly, based on a few comments made in the show, George Jetson was actually born 3 years ago.
When was George of the Jungle born?
I honestly cannot answer that question because I do not know.
19.
He was not born. He just appeared one day.
George of the Jungle.
He
So,
wasn't
in
born,
the
he
late
was
2000s, why did
created.
Cartoon Network randomly turn that live-action show into a cartoon?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Did it?
Maybe just some out-of-touch executive. Sure.
I don't think anyone remembers that show, just like nobody remembers Atomic Betty.
Well, I vaguely remember it, the thing, but you know, I don't recall ever watching it, though.
I like how I'm the only one with my hat on backwards.
You're the cool, like, 2000s kid.
Execs aren't exactly the smartest. Velma, for example. Funny thing, Lizard Man, Velma was a psyop. That was actually a false flag. Because the executive who made Velma wasn't out of touch. She's a conservative. She's basically a fascist. And she made the show to quote-unquote prove that wokeness is bad.
Well, it wasn't like not just
I see.
an exec, but wasn't that like, you know, the actual actor?
I think so.
Like,
So it was, so it
But
wasn't
yeah.
just out of touch people, it was just fascism. Good to know.
Yeah, like, she outright admitted it on Twitter. And it kind of got buried because everyone was, talking about how terrible the show is.
Yeah, I remember that. What a rude individual.
Speaking of, I genuinely don't know why I bother commenting on things on Facebook anymore, because I always get really bad responses, but I made the mistake again. I commented under an article from Nintendo Life about, Volition Games shutting down, about, you know, how anyone who says that, wokeness is anyone who uses wokeness as a criticism is automatically not worth listening to. Note that the article never said it, people in the comments are saying it, so that's why I said that. And I got a response from a guy. I got a notification for it, which disappeared immediately after I clicked on it. Because the comment wasn't visible unless I had the page loaded in a weird way. Because the dude left a several sentence reply about how I have the woke mind virus and called me donkey, I think as in video game donkey or something, unless it's a slur and I shouldn't say it. I genuinely have no idea.
Well, I mean, considering the YouTuber's named it and he's still around, I'm guessing it's not.
Yeah, well, he spelled it wrong, but I mean, people like this can't spell anything right, so. But the comment was deleted, probably because it must have tripped Facebook's abuse algorithm, or bot or something, which I...
Probably.
Yeah, that actually happens more often than you think, and usually people will come to my DMs, excuse me, to yell at me about being a pussy for reporting them, and I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what comment? Because, like, half the time, I don't even see the comment. It just gets automatically removed before I even get to see it.
They know you're a robot. Oh my god.
So from what we know, most of Saints Row's issues were from the publisher meddling.
I don't know, I've heard that the gameplay itself wasn't particularly satisfying or well polished either.
Yeah.
I mean, none of that
really,
means that the company should have gone under, let's be real.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Because, like, the story being, well, really weird was more the publisher's fault.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, that they wanted to make it hashtag relatable.
Because you're playing a fucking gang of criminals, and the game is about the power of friendship.
So,
you know, I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that what a gang really is?
I mean, he's not wrong. So, Lizardman just said something interesting here that I just want to comment on. Saying woke is just admitting you're some right-wing dumbass who's afraid of change. There is a... Which is... Terry Pratchett, I think, is the dead one. I always get him and Neil Gaiman mixed up. They're essentially the same person. Terry Pratchett, when he was alive, many years ago, said, I love hearing the phrase politically correct, because I just replace it with the phrase being a good person, and suddenly it makes sentences a lot more interesting.
It's like, I don't see how you could get him mixed up, because in his little picture, Terry Pratchett has a hat.
I have never actually seen what they look like.
Oh.
Also, next match will probably be the last one. But yeah, if someone says woke and uses it as an insult, just replace it with being a good person. And it really, really hammers the point home of why you should not use that as an insult. Because what woke actually means, it is taken from African American vernacular and simply means aware of societal injustices. That's all it means. That is the definition.
We really do live in a society.
Also,
yes.
Did we lose you, pal?
Huh?
I think we lost pal.
Oh, that's weird. I thought I hit the continue button. Oh well, that's okay.
Alright, I guess we'll have a random. Yeah, this will be the last match of the night.
I'm manifesting you guys losing without me, because you know I'm the cornerstone of this team.
But yeah, like...
Yeah, it's always just funny watching those people, like, make random, like, shit up. It's like the woke agenda, and it's like, I mean, just being a genuinely decent human being is difficult for you.
The best part is that they genuinely do make shit up all the time.
Yeah. They literally just come up with their own fucking things to get mad at.
It's gotten to the point that there are several Facebook pages that are named something like conservatives getting angry at things they made up. Like the whole, quote-unquote issue about children identifying as furries in schools and using litter boxes. That never happened.
Yeah, no, some
There's
random ass
literally no
woman made
proof
it up
it
at a
ever
school board
happened,
meeting,
and it
and then
would never
everyone
happen
just
because
believed
furries
it.
don't even do that. And schools wouldn't accommodate it anyways.
Yeah. It's like, I think some random ass woman made it up in a school board meeting, and then a politician from that state repeated it as a fact.
And it's also kind of a homophobic dog whistle anyways, because they all know that furries are gay.
Yeah.
You're gay.
I am.
Same.
I'm gender fluid, so I'm always gay.
As far as I'm concerned, all marriage is gay.
That comic is still going on, by the way, and they've only gotten gayer.
It better
Amazing.
be still going on.
The guy did a comic recently where a guy is talking to a girl, and the guy's like, hey, you know, if I was a girl, I'd let the boys hit it anytime they wanted. And the girl's like, hey, I got news for you. There's nothing stopping you. They could be hitting it right now. And the guy's like, they keep saying no.
Tragic.
That was supposed to be funny. You can laugh.
No, I'm crying.
I did.
Boo-hoo.
Woohoo.
I mean, I'm surprised with noise canceling out my laugh sometimes.
Your laugh is inhuman.
I mean, if you consider, like, little gnome person inhuman, yes.
Little gnome person. Also,
I mean,
Sorrow is laughing at the term dog whistle because furries and dogs.
Oh.
See, you got a little impish laugh. Impish giggle.
Michael Jackson.
That was really good, actually.
Why was that so good?
I used to
I
be able to
listened
do
to a
Seth
few Michael
Rogen's
Jackson
laugh. I
songs.
don't think I can do it anymore.
Try your best, and we'll tell you if it's shit or not. Was that you trying it?
That was me trying it. Like I said, I'm not good at it anymore because I haven't done it in so long.
Okay, well, I don't really know what he sounds like anyway, so
Thank you for the tights, you know.
You're
that-
welcome.
Is that because of how bad the Seth Rogen laugh was?
Nah, I just wanted to drop a pipe.
Alright. I'm so glad I heard that.
do you mean Donkey Kong?
Helps to have a map.
Thanks, hon.
Gone.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck do I grab
Lizamana's
the
talking
banners
about
from the
the
news channel,
anomaly
by the
that
way?
is right-wing furries.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into it all on stream, but I think that the only reason why I'm happy right-wing furries exist is because of the clusterfuck that was the Peace Wolf situation. That is hilarious. I don't want to get into it,
Yeah.
so if you want to know, you can talk to me after stream. It's extremely convoluted. But
Yeah.
there
I've already
is
watched a
no
video
way
on
to
it. It's so
explain
fucking
it
weird.
without just sounding unhinged. Because there is
Let's-
no
let's
good
just-
person in this situation. Also, that's it for stream, so I'm ending.
Spike, how do you grab the banners from the news channel? Because I hit the button in the news channel that opens the game, and I don't see the banners anywhere.
Did you go to your kiosk in the lobby?
Okay, that was the problem. Thank you. I'm dumb.
Yeah, because you have to
I'd say
actually
the whole
receive
piece.
them.
The whole Peace Wolf situation ended up with a FurCon where the rave had 3 people dancing on the floor while everyone was just standing around staring them down.
Yeah, and the fursuit meetup had maybe 5 people. Someone in a server I'm in pointing out that they've been to local meetups that had more people than that.
Yeah.
The nice thing is the entire list of people who attended got leaked, so we all know who to block now.
Nice.
But yeah, it also led to one of the funniest comics I've ever seen. It's not funny because it's supposed to be funny, it's funny because it's just unhinged.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't want to get into too many details on stream because it's wild and way too complicated to talk about right now. But
It's just
I am
more like,
happy
what the fuck is going on?
right-wing furries exist because we got this beautiful concoction of shittery from like 7 different people involved, none of whom should be in this community.
Yeah.
Like I said, there is no good person in any of this. Everyone in this situation is terrible for different reasons.
I'm a good person.
You're not involved in it, thankfully.
Yay!
So, what am I doing? Ending. Okay.
Happy ending.
PhD moment.
Yeah, I have a lot of those lately. I'm literally unmedicated at the moment.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to go to my private call.
Excuse me,
Alright.
I've just been called a
Hey,
liar.
Spike.
I must address this.
Okay.
No, you.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Like,
So yeah.
There you go.
But before I go though, next week is Left 4 Dead 2. So.
woo.
All right.
All right. Now I'm going. See ya. Fuck you.
Jim's.
Okay. So, Lizard Man, I have the game channel open in Discord on Discord at the moment. With Generation Zero, which you just posted, with that is on a good sale. Are you aware the game has a 45 out of 100 on Metacritic? Like, it's not a good game. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about it other than it has a 45 out of 100 on Metacritic, and it's free on PS Plus right now because Sony upped the price of PS Plus and specifically chose Generation Zero to be in September's lineup, which people are not happy with. Because PS Plus is now going to cost $80 a month instead of $60. In fact, it actually was costing $70 for a while, I believe. You canceled your PS Plus subscription? I'm actually half tempted to cancel it. Like, genuinely. I hardly use it at this point. It's just not worth it. We're paying more for the same service. Recent updates added some good stuff. There has been a trend of bad games or mediocre games getting updates that make them better, but nobody reports on it because the game was bad at launch, so nobody cares. Either way, though, I'm going to find us a raid target. Excuse me, I'm burping a lot right now. No Man's Sky actually had a really amazing redemption arc. However, I actually feel the game was fine as is. It just needed more. Let's see here. Which can get rid of this fucking September banner. It's kind of harshing my vibe. Let me see here. Oh, Capstone D&D. Okay. We're gonna raid Aoife because she is currently streaming as Sarah right now, and I never get to catch the Sarah streams. I like how even Sarah has big boobs. Anyways, Twitch is September while you're a sub-ender. I will be back tomorrow with Donkey Kong Country 3, which I'm hoping I enjoy more than my first time playing it. Because I did not enjoy it. Before I go, though, if you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. I'm going to keep up with my bullshit and other updates. I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky under the same name. And if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. Our raid message is going to be Dapper Dragon Raid. Someone's got to go for the classics. My brain is too mushy in order for me to come up with something clever at the moment. You can use whatever emotes you want. You all know this by now. You can just, as long as you copy the raid message, that's all I care about. Be back tomorrow with Donkey Kong Country 3. I'll be posting the new schedule on Monday. I will say I will be going back to Resident Evil 4 on Tuesday because I actually will be streaming separate ways. I decided that I wanted to stream it. So, I am looking forward to that. Monday will be Human Fall Flat with Xeno. Wednesday will be Fuga Melodies of Steel. Saturday is going to be Left 4 Dead 2, and Sunday is going to be... It really depends on how far I am in Donkey Kong Country. I usually don't post my schedule until after the Sunday stream for that reason, because I don't know if I'm going to finish the game in time, so... Just how it is. Either way, I will see you all tomorrow. Let's show Aoife some love. Or Sarah, as she is right now. See ya.